Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that brain.
All right.
We here.
Power.
Man, Parable 4, Season 3, Episode
Episode
6.
6. Yeah.
Crazy. We are already at 6 episodes. Wow. The title is Asset Forfeiture. It's
Yeah.
like a cop, political detective type of thing. And this had a pretty double meaning, right? So asset forfeiture, I would take that as there had some assets that needed to be forfeited.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see the realignment of pieces being moved on the chessboard. And it looks like Tommy and Miguel are finally going to pair up.
Yeah. And
Diamond
like
and Jannar
Diamond and
getting ready
Jannar.
to kick
Yeah.
Tommy out CBI.
Yeah.
And this
And
worst
there was a
virus starting
couple.
to come up.
It was a couple other things that was going on too that I was paying attention to. Like, oh wait, yeah, but yeah, we gonna talk about it. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna talk about it for sure. But overall, man, BZ, what was your thoughts on the episode,
This,
and who was your MVP?
oh, Vic. Period. There's no debate. Vic was wildin', bro. When he did
Yeah,
that, when he made that dude bite that table, and then bro, like now don't get it twisted. Diamond did crash out, but Vic just hit different. I don't know what it was with Vic, but Vic just went over the. He went
big
off on
over
stage. He went off on Stacy. He went crazy. He crashed all the way out.
it.
He crashed all the
He
way out.
said,
I'm
"Yeah,
like,
I
oh yeah,
killed
this is
Vargas.
different,
I killed my own
and you can't
father."
do nothing about it
My man said,
because you screw like what? Like you screw like us. Yeah,
"Yeah." He was telling he let him know, like, "Yeah, it was me that killed Vargas all
yeah,
along. You know about me killing Vargas? I kept the secret from last season. Yeah, I
yeah,
killed him. Okay,
yeah,
yeah, it was me. And then yeah, I killed my dad. So straight up, that was all me,
yeah,
right? So like
yeah,
in Vic's mind, he has nothing to lose.
yeah. Because at the
Like
end of
think
the day,
about it for a
Stacy's
second.
dirty now, so she
Like
can't do nothing anyway.
she can't. You know what I'm saying? She
And his
can't.
sister
And
gone.
she's compromising. Exactly. His sister's
Yep,
gone. So it's like, what does this man have to lose?
nothing.
Plus, you and I got Tommy come at this. So first of all, you go to the bar where it was your Irish family owned bar.
Yeah,
That was your bar to begin with. I
yeah.
don't mean to jump ahead, but I just want to point
No,
this out
go
right
ahead.
quick.
Yeah,
So like that was his bar, his family owned bar.
yeah,
And you're being told by the Albanians, you don't belong here, get away from here, you're a joke, boom, boom, boom,
yeah,
boom, boom.
yeah,
And then you have Tommy put you in your freaking place.
yeah.
Like, talking about how the fact that when Tommy first got to Chicago,
He was
he
sleeping with your
touched your
girl.
girl's cheeks
Yeah,
and broke your best friend's
yeah,
car.
yeah.
So
Facts.
they were so I can't blame Vic because Vic was being told basically over and over like, bruh, you're a punk.
Yeah,
And everybody gets over you. Even your own sister got
yeah,
over you. Even your own dad got over you.
yeah.
And Vic's like, wait a minute. I'm a Flint. And just because I ain't as crazy as Tommy, or as destructive as Diamond,
Right.
or as manipulative as Jannar, or whomever else, don't underestimate Vic.
Yeah, don't play with me, bro.
Don't play with him.
Don't play with me.
So when he told Stacey, like, yo, yeah, I did it. I did this and I did that.
Yep.
And you got to listen to whatever the heck Tommy tells
Tommy's
you.
got to say. Yeah. Yep. For real.
It was like Vic had that
He flashed out.
epiphany. Like,
Yeah, that
oh,
moment, like, bro, I'm yeah, yeah,
I know what I'm capable of, and people from then on are going to stop mistreating me and start acting like I am not him,
right.
because I am, right? And by the way, shout out to Shane Harper. He killed this, bro.
He killed
Like,
it. He killed it.
his acting was all the charts. I was watching an interview some months ago, sorry, not months ago, about a couple weeks ago, where it was with Joseph Secor, who plays Tommy, Chris D. Lofton, who plays Jannar, and Isaac Keys, who plays Diamond. And Diamond and Isaac Keys was talking to was talking during his interview, and he was looking at he brought up how Shane was acting his behind off. He looked at Chris. He's like, bro, look at Shane, man. He's killing that playing this big boom boom boom. And for a while, I was like, where's he killing that?
Yeah,
And then I see this episode, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay,
cooking.
yeah, yeah, he killed it.
He
Yeah,
was
he
cooking.
killed it, bro. Absolutely killed it. So,
Yeah, but this
uh,
episode, I just like episode 4 was different. Episode 5 was different, but this one, like, I won't say it was the best, but this one had you thinking. This one had you
this
like,
season was great. This season has been
yeah,
great so
this
far,
one
bro.
was like, oh
It's
wow,
not been missing. It's
yeah,
not missing for me. And it's it's the season where I feel like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the first season. The first season with Tommy was very entertaining. I'm gonna be honest with you, very entertaining. Tommy was going crazy.
yeah,
Um, season 2 was dope because I think it actually helps us get better room to grow with Tommy. And then season 3 has been more of like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep on building and building and building, and then we'll have that penultimate episode. The episode 5 was heartbreaking, but at the same time, it was also awesome to see Claudia go, right?
right,
Because Lily Simmons did a hell of a job playing that role, but at the same exact time, our days were numbered. You know what I'm saying? You took out Liliana, so
right.
you had it coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Tommy was going to get you out of her way. So the way I see it, like I said, I thought what they did with this show has been nothing but very tremendous work.
Seven.
I think all actors have come to play. I think I've been more invested, and I'm starting to really love the actress who plays. I think her name is Adrian. I forget her last name. She plays Shanti. I love her role as Shanti. I love Shanti, bro.
Oh yeah,
Um,
she's cold. Yeah, for sure, she is.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's killing it for her
yeah.
acting. Like, let me see, D-Mac. I'm a big fan of D-Mac. I think D-Mac to me is entertaining. I know some people are very polarized with his character, but they were the same way with Tariq. And I think eventually people will come around and actually like D-Mac's character. Speaking of D-Mac got himself, he got himself a little.
That,
With
and,
his second
and I
kill,
think that's
he got
gonna be
himself
the
a missing
problem. That's
buddy.
why I think he gonna die.
He got
Unless she
himself
get
a
him out the
missing
city,
buddy.
unless she get him out the city and he really lock in and really lead the city, he about to be in trouble.
Yeah, so BZ is of the opinion, by the way, you guys, in case you have not come across this yet. BZ is of the opinion that D-Mac's going to die sometime in the brand new season. I'm of the opinion that I think he's going to survive, but we'll see.
I'll say this: if the show with Tommy and Tariq is in Atlanta, he ain't dying because
In
D Mac is
Atlanta?
yeah because that's where D Mac girl going, and if he end up going with her,
Oh,
that and it's all connected, he's not dying. He gonna be on that show. He's not gonna die. So that's where I'm at with it. If he don't die, there if he leaves with her, goes to Atlanta, then he's not dying. But there's a part that was in this episode that I was like, he might be in trouble.
what if I told you? What if I told you that? What if it takes? What if the writers going in the direction with D-Mac actually potentially like not so much about him about surviving, but so much about like what if? Well, it is about him surviving, but what if they just took out JP and then eventually it becomes Genesis who ends up dying next?
They take out who?
His father and Dan's girlfriend.
Uh, it's a possibility. I mean, if he get if he brings her into the light and like she's a public figure, I mean, to the point to where everywhere he at, she there or they can catch him because they don't be outside together, so nobody would know. But if they start to be outside together and they start sniping them off that way, because like I said, the people like when we get to talking about some of the segments in the show, it's about to be a cross twitch with him between him, Diamond, and Jannard.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that with Jannar and them meeting up with that lady, and she said them body parts are the security guards of the people that D-Mac put down.
And that lady ain't playing either, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a crisscross. D-Mac is doing, and now you see D-Mac gonna have to do something else crazy because he's trying to buy that money, trying to get that money for his girl to go to Spelman. I'm telling you, something is about to happen. It's about to go left because he's gonna either try to get too greedy or something. Something's about to happen. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I believe it. I believe it.
They just better hope that woman don't find out that it was him.
Exactly.
'Cause I tell you what,
Exactly.
he gonna be in that pop with them body parts that everybody else was in.
Bro, that was a crazy scene. That was crazy.
Hmm.
What happened with Miguel and Pittman? I was like, what the
Yep.
but yeah, this show was crazy. We see them body parts. We done seen people's fingers get cut off and then fed to pigs. We done
Yeah,
seen
biting on the
people's
table and
bodies
snapping his
cut
toe.
off
That
and
was
be
crazy.
and be shown by the barbershop. Like, what is
Yeah,
this show doing?
different,
Freaking
different.
Tommy jumping, landing a freaking whatever that thing was, jumping on old dude's body and kill him like that with blood sport. Like, bro, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, this season has been nothing but like very, very talking about like not grimy. That's not even the word to describe it. It's like very gruesome. Yeah, gruesome is the word.
hmm,
That's it. Super, super gruesome. Speaking of gruesome, let's kick off the first scene with Stacey Marks. You know what I'm saying? She gets the picture, a photo with Claudia, and Claudia is basically being hung with like a rat, right, like that's attached towards her, towards the left, which I thought was very poetic. Basically, to the same way that she was a snitch, right?
yeah,
Snitch her way out of jail, snitch her way out, getting towards Tommy, things like that, right? So Tommy went ahead and did that. Made it look like somebody else did it. He didn't go right, had any concept to go right and kill Claudia, right? Um, so she basically got that photo from Detective Sane. Detective Sane is looking at her. He goes out the dang on room and he's smiling because he's like, "Yep,
yep.
Stacy, you're pretty
Got her.
much messed up, and even more, the more messed up you become, the more I'm going to be winning to
Hmm.
eventually usurp you out of your seat, right?" So he's he's laughing and smiling from ear to
Smiling from
ear
ear to
with
ear, bro.
joy.
Yep.
Bro, he's really taking his special time, making sure that she, lose and lose and lose and lose and lose until she's finished. She's finito, right?
Yeah.
So, what did you make of that scene right there?
I'm trying to think who's more dangerous when you think about it. If Stacy is out the way and he steps up, is well, then yeah, because then she won't be mayor or nothing like that, which means Tommy really don't got no mayor in his pocket. She might really have to turn.
Yep.
She might really have to turn and be with Tommy in them for real if she lose that spot. But of course she won't. But at the same time, it's like,
No, she has to. She has no other choice. Like
yeah.
the fact of the matter is, Tommy he already got you compromised,
No,
and we're
what I'm
gonna see
saying is
that
if she
that will
lose it,
be shown even more.
I'm saying if she lose that job though, then she ain't compromised. She ain't got no job.
Oh, the mayor thing. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That part too. Yeah, you're right. Yup, that part. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I
Absolutely.
don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Unless Tommy's money helps her, win her case over somehow, some way, it'll be
I don't know.
it'll definitely be trailing very thin, but what I'm saying, she can make up for it eventually. Uh so yeah, man. Then we get Tommy, it's Maria, you know what I'm saying? She's, getting herself ready. Boom boom.
Right.
Tommy goes over there to meet with her. They're basically just discussing plans, basically to meet with Miguel for their family dinner, things like that.
Yeah.
And but one of the things that was interesting, and the camera made sure to focus this. So she ended up leaving her phone by the couch.
Yeah, I was wondering why the camera zoomed in so crazy on that. I was like,
Yep,
bro, I
which
thought she
was
was like recording what was going on at the house or something crazy, but that was
exactly,
cool.
exactly. No, but it had everything to do with that being something to be used later on, which we'll get around to
Yep.
in the episode. And yes, for those that don't know, obviously, well, if you do know, you should know by now if you follow Power. Maria's pregnant.
Hmm.
So, and we're gonna get some more details about her. Then next we get the scene with Vic and his mom friends, who I don't take seriously whatsoever.
At all. They
Uh,
look weak in the mug for real.
Yep, it's just like it's only just two of them. Like Vic, you
But I
would think
think
Vic
it.
would come in there with
But
like,
ain't they family though? Is that his family?
no, they're like people that were associated with his family. They're like
Okay.
people who work alongside with his family. They're not his
Got you.
family though. No,
Got you.
because he didn't mention that was the case. He
There's
was there
ready to.
like
There's ready to
cousin
torch
this,
that
cousin
building
that,
though.
blah 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 blah.
There's
Yeah.
ready to torch that building though. There's ready to blow it
Oh,
up.
exactly. Oh, exactly. So he goes over to this, bar spot. By the way, and like for those that don't know, this is the same bar spot where Tommy met his girlfriend. What was the name of his girlfriend again?
I,
Tommy's not Tommy's legal
I
girlfriend.
forget.
Oh my
The
gosh.
chick that worked, she worked with the cops, right?
No, she ended up being, she was Vic's girlfriend. She ended up getting killed. Gloria, that's her name,
No,
Gloria. This is the same bar where Tommy met Gloria. It's called the Town Pub, whatever you want to call it. Um, and so basically, it's a big a slam your own Irish bar. Boom, boom, boom. They pay for it, all sorts of stuff. So he's looking to come back and reclaim his bar. But Tommy has already given that bar to the Albanians. So Vic was over there trying to negotiate. Having them to bring him back. They're like, get the heck out of here. We ain't taking you seriously. You're a sucker. Blah 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 blah. So Vic goes out to have a smoke break. His two dudes try to talk to him, try to talk some sense into him. Boom, boom, boom. And then Vic is just like letting me know like what his plan is going to be to like get back to the bar. Damn, his one of his homeboys ends up telling him like, "Yo, you didn't know about what happened with Claudia?" Like, no, what happened? And he finds out that yep, Claudia is in fact
dead.
DEAD.
Lights off.
Lights off, and and they have been shut down.
Yep.
He finds that out, and the way he processes his grief isn't by crying immediately, isn't by being like, "What the f?" It's
It's,
him
he is
just
John Cena. John Cena, ruthless
yeah,
aggression.
yep, exhaling and inhaling and moving on. So just like blah blah blah. But we do later find out that he did find out some type of way about it because of what he ends up talking to old girl Ray about it. But we'll get to that in a minute. And by the way he did Ray was crazy too. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Um, next we get Diamond meeting with Tommy, and Diamond is this is where Diamond kind of like got on my nerves. He tells Tommy, "You should have told me about the Claudia move from the jump, right?"
Yeah.
But yet you were the same person,
They went
the
with
same
Jannar.
person that didn't tell Tommy. Matter of fact, you didn't tell Tommy. Let's go back like to the early episodes. You
Yeah.
didn't tell Tommy that you and Jannar was plotting to kill D-Man.
At all.
You didn't tell Tommy that y'all wanted to go ahead and kill
The
basically
yardage.
you the move on the Yardies.
Yep.
And you dang sure didn't tell Tommy that it was you and Jannar that they were going to go ahead and meet up with Shay.
Nope.
So how you gonna come at Tommy talking about stuff? You can't be doing that and blah 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 blah. Like, don't be a hypocrite, bro. I'm like, like that man is really like he's gonna get my nerves a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He's definitely
But this scene had me thinking because remember I said it. I thought that D-Mac was the one who did the hit, but those two gold guns was from. They got them from who? They get them from? With all them guns on the table.
they got him from Yardies.
So was the Yardies the one that made that hit? Because those two guns was the guns everybody was talking about that was riding on that
No,
bike.
those were the guns that the Yards had put aside because remember they had told him to put the guns aside.
But
And
no,
so what ended up happening was they collected the Yards' guns after they had killed him.
but what I'm saying is, remember, whoever was riding on those motorcycles had those gold guns. There was two of them.
They had gold guns.
Yes, in episode 5, when they pulled up in that joint, they had gold guns. That's what was so dope about it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's what's so dope about it. If you go back and look at that scene, if you could go back on your phone and look back or look on that scene when they were shooting with the gold. It was somebody had the gold gun.
Oh wow.
That's why I was
Then why
like,
are they
yo,
gold
was it the
guns? Like
Yardies?
what
So that's
I
why I was
thought
like,
like
was the Yardies the ones that that did the hit? It don't make sense. That's why I
I
was
could have
like,
sworn the
I don't
Yards had
know.
gold guns themselves.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But I'm like, yo, when I seen
I
that, I
gotta
was
watch it
like,
back, bro. I gotta watch that back. That's
we're
crazy.
going to
That
store the door down
they
there.
or people had or they had similar guns to each other, but I don't remember. But nonetheless, Tommy negotiates with Diamond about what to do with the guns. Diamond is not on board, but Tommy is like
All right, man.
basically,
Have a good one,
let's
Chris.
do this, make a play for these guns to be sold and make our business, keep growing exponentially. And they kind of have a dispute. And in the dispute, Tommy reminds Diamond that he's the coalition.
Yeah.
But here was the problem Tommy did not truly account for. You're not the head of CBI.
Nope, not at all.
And you're not, and you didn't run CBI alongside with Jannar and Diamond. So Diamond does have a point to let Tommy know at the end of the day, like, yo, my crew, the CBI crew, really belongs to me at the end of the day. They don't belong to you, and you keep trying to undermine me,
Yeah,
which is why it plays out later on with his attack towards Big Smurf, because it's a reminder of I gotta be that dude at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, y'all had to y'all forgetting the role, the
yeah,
position. And I had to keep on having to remind people. I should have to remind people who I am and why I was where I was back then,
yeah,
right? So they had it again. They had their flashing of the head. But what did you make with this scene? I thought the scene was dope. Once again, shout out to Tommy
yeah.
and
The
shout out
scene,
to
the scene was
Diamond.
dope. The scene was dope. You could tell people. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot going on when it comes to Tommy and Diamond as far as their partnership because they both doing stuff behind the scenes. Like even when I don't know if that part came up yet. It might not have came up yet. Dang. But it's just so much stuff that Tommy is doing that's not telling Diamond because it seems like he don't trust him. But then all of a sudden, Diamond is doing things behind Tommy back that Tommy finds out later on. Now the things that Tommy do behind Diamond's back, it's beneficial. Like there's nothing that Tommy has done behind Diamond's back that was like, oh shoot, he screwed up everything. But everything that Diamond has done behind Tommy's back with his brother has screwed up a lot of stuff.
But you know what's interesting about it though? Here's the crazy part. Tommy couldn't stand Ghost because Ghost did the same exact thing to him.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost undermined Tommy a lot of the other time.
Yep.
And so to the point when Tommy went to go meet with say for instance, right?
Yeah.
The ghost approved Tommy.
Mm-mm.
And Tommy will be like, why is my word not enough?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So Tommy was always Ghost's number two all the thing on time to the point when he eventually met this point. Because they were like, you're not the boss. You're just a hitter. You're just like one of Ghost's second in commands. You can't be you're not the head.
Right.
And they were right for that time because Tommy was always a doer. He was not a thinker like Ghost. Ghost did things in strategy. Tommy did things off of impulse.
Right.
But Tommy has learned to do strategy because of Ghost having to die. It took Ghost having to die for Tommy to embrace strategic thinking,
Right.
right? With that said, Tommy is doing the same thing that Ghost did to him and
Agreed.
Ford.
That's a fact.
And that is literally telling Diamond, yo, I'm going to do things. I'm going to make my calls. I'm going to make my plays. You keep doing you, but understand that we are going to do this together. But the problem with it is that Tommy really wants to take Chicago over by himself. He
Right.
doesn't really want Diamond to be with him,
Right.
like, in the sense of being like two heads of the same coin.
Right.
He don't want that. Which is why Diamond's having a problem each and every episode. He's like, how can you come in here and be in Chicago? You come in here and show up out of nowhere. You take over my CBI. You build up a coalition, and now you're trying to tell me where my place is at. I don't blame him. I kind of do get where Diamond's coming from, but at the same as that time,
That's terrible partnership. Right. That's terrible
It
partnership.
is. It really, yes.
That is terrible partnership, bro.
On both ends. On both ends.
Lack of communication like a mug, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of
Yep.
times Diamond be down with whatever Tommy say. Tommy just don't tell him till later.
Yep.
But a lot of things that Diamond would do, Tommy would be like, nah. But but when you look at it, you know what I'm saying. Before we get back into the show,
Yeah.
Jannard be putting that battery in Dak Diamond's back for real.
Yes. Yep.
It don't be Diamond. Not saying that Diamond ain't, you know what I'm saying, but Diamond is moving strategically, and Jannard is moving like the old Tommy, which is
Yes.
making Diamond move like the old Tommy, and that's when the problems happen.
Diamond is like a mix between Ghost and Tommy.
Right.
He thinks and he waits and he's patient like Ghost was.
Right.
But he also can be a bit impulsive and he'll do things without thinking sometimes too far out, like Tommy did with Ghost.
Right.
And Jannard is the same. Jannard is definitely, that's why Jannard is like, it's like Tommy. There's so many parallels between power shows if you really pay attention to them. Like the crazy, impulsive, hot-headed characters, right?
Right.
And so, to your point about that, and notice when Diamond gets drunk,
Yeah. Yeah, that bottle. You got a point. Yes, indeed.
see Diamond, boom, 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 whatever like that. But Demon Time Diamond,
Yeah.
when he gets drunk, is a different kind of cat, bro.
Yeah, Demon Time Diamond is different.
Demon Time
That's his new
Diamond. That's what
name.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
call him. Demon Time Diamond.
Yeah,
The moment that man
DTD.
drink, bro, he up
DTD,
away.
Demon Time Diamond. Yep.
Demon Time Diamond.
Yeah.
So yeah, and by the way, he also told just so we're clear, he told Diamond that he's gonna meet up with the Assyrians about the guns. So again, Tommy is thinking logically about what we can do with these guns, not just
Right.
keep them around. We make a profit off of this,
And he
right?
was like, bro, me and Jannar's guns, which is true.
Yep.
But Tommy made a point when he was like, no, you put this together. This was the coalition. This was when you did that, that was a big move for that, and I'll run that. That's
Mm-hmm.
kind of crazy, man.
Yep. It is. And then we get to the next scene where it's with Bobby and this cop, who I would say is he represents the epitome of what it means to be a crooked cop.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I don't know his name. I don't care to know his name because the way I feel about this dude, I'm like I already don't like you.
Yeah,
I already don't like you. Like the way
he
he
came
went
off
about it, like Larry
real
Armstrong,
aggressive.
nah, bro.
I would
Nope.
not want to get pulled over by a person like that. Like, bro,
Nope.
here we go.
I'm cool. But the sad reality is, cops like this do exist.
They exist. They
They
exist.
do exist. So they're talking about, what potentially happened with the Yardies hit. They're believing that the Yardies were killed by the Markel, not Markel, the Marquez cartel, right?
Yep.
They believe that there was connection towards that, and I think they also mentioned about Claudia. Let me look into the dialogue some more to really see what it was about. Yeah, he believed the Yardies hit. So Bobby believes the Yardies hit was based around the cartel between the Marquez and them. So he's not putting two and two together, and that was smart. Now this is where Diamond and Jannar both and everybody else in CBI did a great job. They created a diversion to make the cops go to the left side,
Right.
not to the right side. And to the left side, now they're thinking to themselves, because Marquez had put a hit on the Yardies when all the value was CBI.
Right.
Smart.
Sounds genius.
Intelligence. Yup. So now the cops are fooling thinking that boom, this happened. And then they also were like discovering about Roberto Ortega's uncle being thrown off the building. They got pictures of that too. So, yup. Sorry, that wasn't Roberto Ortega. Ortega, what's his first name? Is it Roberto Ortega or is it just?
I don't know.
Dang, I think Roberto. What was Roberto his uncle's name? I don't remember. I don't remember, but all I know is dude's name is Ortega, and his uncle's name was Roberto. Like I guess.
Right.
I forget. But let me see. And the dude who plays Ortega, that nigga crazy too. Like I mean, I'm gonna just be honest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We gonna get to that in a minute. But yeah, that's what we know. Tommy said with Ashore. Negotiations deal with Ashore about the guns. Ashore, well, not the guns. But was it the guns first? He declined to deal with Tommy over something. I'm trying to remember. Tommy asked him about his product. He tells him that there's a drought. Tommy is laughing about it. He's like, there's no drought when it comes to his product being whatever it is like that. And Miguel is almost trying to swoop him away from Tommy. But Tommy's like, okay, I'll tell you what. How about I show you these guns, make a profit off of this.
Right.
And then I can negotiate this business going forward. And then on top of that, you'll get more re-ups at the same price that you was paying for.
Right.
And there won't be no droughts.
Right.
So it's pretty much not so much a less win-win situation. It's more of a more win-win situation. So he convinces this dude from the Australians to go and say, "Yep, okay, Tommy, I'm doing business with you. We're in. Great." Again, this is why Tommy is a complete genius.
Right.
Genius. Moving on, we see Stacey Marks. She's meeting with her boardroom, or her boardroom. She's meeting with her cops, and they're talking about Claudia. Bring up Ortega, and you see some more stuff. And she just gets upset. She's roll over the thing on papers.
Yeah, she's upset.
And yup, and the detective that was supposed to be here, the heavyset chick, the little foreign one, she wasn't there because she had to do a little thing matter. So old Grail,
Yeah,
filled
the
in
one
for her.
chick filled in for her. Yeah.
Yeah, she filled in for her. So they're trying to go right here and make sense of what they're trying to do. And Sane is just taking us all in, but it's whatever. And they're trying to go back to getting towards Tommy Egan, but Stacy can't do nothing about
She
it.
can't do it. So
She
she came up
would,
with something
bro.
crazy
She
talking
would
about that's
shop
a
at the
cartel
bit.
move. That's a cartel hit.
She would shop at
Oh,
the
good and
bit to
well.
get at
Yep.
Tommy so bad. She was like, "Yo, let's get the Egan," but they're
And
like,
then he
"Nope, nope."
seconded. He was like, yeah, no, Egan is on this. I seconded. He did that on purpose. He know it. Yep.
And she's
But
like,
she
"Nope,
did. She did
the
get on him.
cartel,
Was
that's the
like,
cartel."
she did say get on him though. She was like, yo, last time we was doing this, we was trying to do that. What changed?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So he's starting to be a little fishy too. But don't he be
He's
work?
starting to
He
be
worked with
he's
the
starting
other
to be
people
fishy.
though. He worked with what's her name? Don't he?
Yeah, he works with the Marquez cartel.
Marquez. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yep, he's affiliated with them. He's
Yeah.
dirty.
I think she about to
So
figure it out. I think she finna figure that
yep,
out.
she doesn't figure that out, but he figures her out. He's already put two and two together the moment she's like not trying to get to Tommy because he knows her obsession with Tommy Egan.
I think Tommy gonna get him killed. She gonna tell Tommy, and Tommy
Bro,
gonna get him killed.
they're both going to die, bro. they're both getting out of here, man. So then she makes the plan and the call to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and meet with Vic. We discuss some for more business, and we're gonna make sense of what's going on here as far as the bigger picture. The next, we go right here and get towards Tommy and Diamond meet with Che. And Miguel's there with his homeboy Cruz.
Oh yeah.
And let's just say things don't go quite as planned for the Insane Prince. But they do for
Yeah.
CDI. And you see Che make that stern warning to Miguel about the fact that he's not doing this thing. And he's, restructuring out here. So Miguel's just like, it's only a matter of time. He's just lowest thing wins the race, trying to basically, gaslight Tommy, boom, 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 boom. And Tommy's like, whatever, I ain't having it, but I'm gonna go out here and sit next to this car to see you suffer.
Right.
So, and then he's telling him that Tommy can pick up his slack. Where is your end at the deal? Because the more he's doing that, the more he makes you look bad.
Right.
What did you make of that scene? Miguel, it was hilarious because Miguel keeps taking L's after L after L.
I
Look at
know,
her.
man,
L
and
after L
Chad
after
is like,
L.
bro, if you can't double up the product, just speak on it. Like, bro, it's just like, dang, man, that got old Chet bread. He finna go through another situation, all of that. And Miguel ain't even like it's like he went from a muscle to a puppy in the seconds, like needing help and everything. I'm like, bro, you was that guy at the beginning, like, bro, you smoke you right
Yeah,
now, killing
yeah.
everybody, and now all of a sudden you taking a loss, your man's get locked up, all this extra stuff, and you just like, man, bro, I ain't got this. Boy, that ain't even happy yet, but dude, it's crazy.
I
It's
can
a
see
lot.
why he hates Tommy so bad.
Yeah, because
I can
Tommy
see
is
why
right
he
there
hates
on
him
his
so much.
cage.
Because every single time him and Tommy like they go hand in hand, he's always taking an L.
Taking the L, bro. His grind ain't like Tommy's. And that's the problem. That's when you got two people, two alpha males trying to actually, you know what I'm saying, be better than one another. When you just got to
Yeah.
understand, there's always one person better than you, bro.
Oh, for
Except
sure.
the fact that Tommy just makes stuff happen more than you do. Stop trying to beef with
Yeah,
him.
but
You,
that's easy to say for people in the drug game who are big on jealousy, greed,
yeah,
power, right? Big on
that's the problem.
all the characteristics that makes for a person that you look at and be like so despicable.
Yeah,
That's what they
bro.
represent,
Pride
right?
issues, bro. That's pride
And
issues, bro.
pride, definitely prideful issue. Prideful is definitely the number one sin here in power, bro. Like that's definitely what it is. It's your
Pride
pride, man.
issues,
Your
bro.
pride gets the complete best of you. The pride is before the fall, and pride is the devil. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Period. So Miguel, man, I almost feel bad for him, right? And I'm definitely gonna feel more bad for him as this episode progresses because it's gonna get crazy. Just trust and wait, you guys. Trust and wait. But yeah, Miguel and sorry, Tommy and Diamond celebrate. Miguel, losing, and basically are like, you know what, change my Mary instead of Mary and slide. And let me see what he says. Have a good one. He's like, did you see the face on Miguel? They're laughing about it, like, yup. And they're like, we're gonna push him off the cliff, you know what I'm saying, take him out to take over, and we gonna do our thing. And then Tommy goes to tell Diamond what he's going about ready to do. Diamond asks him a question about what he's going to do.
Right.
Tommy
Yeah.
does
How you
not
doing?
answer the question. And this is where I had to go, Tommy, 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 Tommy.
Yeah, he got to start telling them, bro. He's trying to be too secretive at this point.
Yeah, I'm like Tommy. This is why
Yep.
Diamond is having more and more of an issue with you.
Yep.
But we have to remember part of the issue that Diamond is having with Tommy is because Jannar is in his head.
Yeah, that's true.
Jannar is in that man's head. Jannar has become the Jedi mind trick to Diamond's mind,
Yeah.
right? To the point where the feeding of Tommy trying to take over you. Why do you let him in the business? Why, blah, 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 this. We had it like this, and we
Yeah.
had it like that. They put him
Manipulation,
up to
bro.
being this way and being that way.
Yep.
And this white boy
Manipulation.
comes in,
Straight
so
manipulation.
all that's being said.
Yep. Straight manipulation. He like, man, you gonna let him sleep with your girl too? You gonna let him do all of that too? That's manipulation, bro.
Straight up.
That's manipulation, bro.
Straight up. Yep, have a good one.
That would make anybody like, man, nah, bro. Let me stand on my, you know what I'm saying? But then when you start thinking that way, you're moving wrong. You're not moving with a clear head. You're moving because the fact that you feel somebody trying to take your spot or something like that. That's not wise. So now you're starting to make dumb decisions.
Yes, absolutely. So we see Stacey meet up next with the what's this woman? The woman's role. I think the woman who had appointed her to be and run to be a mayor. She's basically trying to come. She's confronting Stacey on her latest, problem involving Claudia dying. And Stacey is trying her best to be like, it's just another setback. It won't happen again. Boom, 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 this and that, third. And Stacey, I'm like, you've been having multiple setbacks. This has just been one.
Yeah,
You've been going through a lot. Like I don't know how you are able to process 2 days a day waking up because each day you come up, it gets worse and worse
right.
and
Every
worse.
time it get worse.
I'm surprised you have not even self destructed yet. It's rough. Oh, it's rough. So they're talking about her, and then they couldn't get in contact with Ray because Ray called in sick, but really Ray was getting her cheeks clapped. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
By and so she was no, that woman wasn't sick. That woman was getting her groove on. You know what I'm
right.
saying? She knows what she's doing. She know what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? She's gotten well they would say demonetized. You know what I'm saying by Vic.
Yep,
And Stacey is just breathing, inhaling, exhaling. She don't know what to do.
right.
She's like, all right, come on, Vic. I need to meet with you ASAP down at Harrison Bridge, and that's where they go. Then we see this infamous thing, which okay, this low key pissed me off. But at the same time, I thought Bobby handled it very professionally. The other dude, he needs help. He needs mental help. Um, so they go over to pull over Cruz. Cruz is in his car. You know what I'm saying? Cruz low key. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. He look cool. He look like the kind of guy that his character could be redeemed eventually.
Right.
He don't look that bad to me. Like as far as like a bad character, and for him to be Miguel's second in command, I'm curious why was he in season one? I don't remember seeing him not season one, season two. I
Yeah,
remember seeing him in season two.
yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out like why is he Miguel's second in
I
command?
don't know where Miguel's people
Right
is
hand
at,
man.
bro. I ain't seen none of Miguel's people in a while.
I know. Well, yeah, that's
Unless
the
Tommy
stars.
flipped them all.
That's stars. Yes, that's Tommy too, but stars. You may forget these staying in characters for like 2 3 years. It's y'all fault. Anyways, I'm being petty. So they meet with Cruz. They asked Cruz if he got anything in the bag as far as any illegal drugs. Cruz is trying to play it out like nothing's going on, blah blah blah. He's keeping his cool, and
Mm.
then the dude takes his gun or like what? Like no, I think like some of his what's that one weapon? A nightstick? He have a nightstick in his hand?
Yeah, he had a nice stick coming
Yeah,
from the
he
right side of the
gets the
car.
ding on tail light.
Uh-huh. Busted his
Like,
tail like,
dude,
hey,
what's
yeah.
wrong with
That's
you?
what Bobby was looking at him like, bro, what is you doing? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Like you get up that mad, bro. You that reckless and that impulsive, like, bro. He ain't said not one bad thing towards you, didn't disrespect you, none of that stuff. He was just like, bro, we don't got no problem for real. Like, can I just move on and do my thing? And you try to break, and you took the matters in your own hands to break this man's tail light, bro. Did you work? I wonder, did you work up on the wrong side of the bed? Is
Right.
your wife not giving you something good in the bedroom? What is it?
Right.
Like, why is you breaking somebody's tail light like off of just reaction alone? Like, there was no need for him to do that. That's why I was like, come on, man, seriously, bro, we doing that now?
Right, exactly.
But like,
But
cop got
but
he's just
with
still
him doing that, that's how they got found the drugs and stuff when he amped it. Because if he wouldn't have amped it, they wouldn't have got it.
so basically, it took him having to react basically to get towards the like the
Yeah,
cause to
because you know
prevent.
cats can't just walk up in your car like that. Yeah,
That's crazy. I mean, I'm just saying, I didn't cuss you out. I didn't done this. I mean,
exactly.
it's
Yeah,
stuff
they
before
not. Yeah, they not
you
supposed to
gonna do
do
it to me,
nothing.
bro.
They supposed to just ask questions, yes or no, and all that stuff,
Yeah,
and let you go. But dude was like, "Yo, you getting smart? Whatever." Like he was on edge. So right when dude
yeah,
wanted to answer
he
what it
was
was,
literally he
he
was like, I'm
busted
ready,
when
bro. Like
he busted that joint.
he he must have been suspended
Yeah,
or something. Like, bro, like
yeah.
what's wrong with you, man?
But it was almost in a way like he knew that he had stuff in there.
Right,
Like he was tipped. You know what I'm
he can
saying?
smell it.
So I'm like, he might
Oh,
be,
he's
yeah,
a
because
dentist.
the way he was coming off was like he already knew what was going on.
Mmm,
Because other than that, why would you just come at that dude without knowing nothing?
easy,
You
you
would have
cooking.
yeah, because you would have busted his tail light for no reason. If you would have busted his tail light, opened the trunk, and there wasn't nothing in there, then what? You can't just okay, thanks, have a nice day. You just busted my tail light. Like, nah, he must have knew
Okay,
something.
okay. Conspiracy theory thought right now. All right, all right, all right. Who do you think hit them?
hmm That I don't know.
Because it can't be the Marquez. Ain't no way. Because if he's dirty, oh, that's gonna be even crazier. So you got a dirty detective insane, and you got a dirty freaking
It ain't. Let me
cop
think.
in this dude.
It ain't Tommy because that would have been dumb for Tommy to do and then spend 500,000 to get him out. Unless it could have
Yes,
been Tommy, but Tommy wasn't expecting to spend 500,000 until his girl made him.
easy. It was like 5 million, bro.
No, the bail. I mean, I'm sorry. The sentence was 5 million, but the bail money was what he gave Miguel was 500,000. He only had to pay ten
Oh,
percent to get him
really?
out. Yeah, he only had to pay 10%. The bond, what was it? The money that you owe was 5 million, but the bond was 5 million, 5 million, but the bail you only got to pay 10% of that. So that's why he dumped that 500,000
That's
on the table.
interesting.
Yeah, but my thing is, if it was Tommy, then I'm like,
So
bro, that's crazy that Tommy did that. But then at the same time, but that's probably because Tommy didn't expect.
that wouldn't make any sense for Tommy to do. That's so backwards.
That's what I'm saying. But at the same
And I
time,
I,
though,
I, I
but at
can't
the
see
same
Tommy
time,
doing
but what I'm saying is, at the same time, though, Tommy wasn't expecting having to pay that 500,000 back because he didn't know she was pregnant. He didn't know that Miguel was in a bind, and he didn't know that
so.
she was
Okay,
going
so
to use
in
that.
other words, he still was trying to put his. So okay, so then
Exactly.
we can
Yeah.
say on the same day, it was probably trying to get the day officer to go right here and make sure Cruz was
Yeah.
arrested.
Yeah. Facts. So that's
You
why
got
my
Miguel put a hit on Tommy.
see that, and that's the weird part, bro. That's the weird part of all of it. That's why I'm just like, I don't know what's
That
going on.
that
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 was a
is
weird
so,
move.
bro. Listen, bro. I love Tommy Egan, but that man. This is why his life has always been so complicated. Even
Yeah.
as a character, as irritating as his character is, Tommy is a very complicated, complex character, bro.
Right.
He's so all over the place. If that is BZ, if what you're saying is true by episode 7, and that's revealed to be the case by episode 7, oh, bro. I See, the
No
only
problem.
thing
You
that's
have a
different
good
with
one.
both Tommy and both Miguel at this moment in time is obviously when Miguel finds out, it'll be the baby. But we'll get into that more and more as we get into the next scene. But anyways, Cruz gets arrested and he's taken into custody. Boom, boom,
Five
boom.
million.
5 million overall. That then that scene we get is Maria. She's giving Miguel his insulin because the man has diabetes.
Yep.
Funny, this man's a killer, got diabetes, and he can be killed at any
Diabetes.
point in time. It's wild. Um, you give him his diabetes, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. And then they're talking, they're having their sort of, just a connection. The next thing you know, we get the call. Cruz has been jacked. He's up there in jail. And he sat there, he's freaking out, he don't know what to do. And Moreno's like, I'll figure out something, don't worry about it, big bro. Like, if you need anything, I got you. And I think that's when she started to concept in her mind. She needs to figure out help out Miguel because, and kudos to Maria, because it shows that she does love her brother. At the end of the day,
Right.
she loves her brother, right? And she looks to do any and everything that she could have done to make sure that to help him. But at that point in time, I don't think the game plan was set in motion right away. But she was like, "You will always figure out a way. You always get out of situations. Don't worry about it, right?"
Right.
What did you make of that scene between Miguel and Maria?
I mean, it was a good brother sister moment. That was a good brother sister moment. It was. That's what I was saying from. That's what I was saying from being a killer to a puppy, because Miguel was back against the
You're
wall. He
hilarious,
was like,
bro. Stop
bro,
talking about
he
puppies.
still owed Chet. He got to come up with 500,000. But what else? Like, what else is going? Like, this man can't win for losing.
Yeah,
Like, bro, it was. I was just like, man, dang. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, and still, he still don't know that his sister pregnant. So all of this stuff is just so he just like, bro, what am I supposed to do? My right hand is gone. I still owe Chet that bread. Tommy out here winning with Chet. I'm losing with
right.
Chet. All of this, he got to
Exactly.
feel away as well as he should. Like, bro, everything crashing down on me. What the heck am I supposed to do?
Yep,
When cats start doing
exactly.
that, it's almost suicide alert. You got to watch cats
Yeah,
like that.
yep.
I'm like, because if I
That,
don't kill myself, somebody gonna kill me. Because I ain't gonna be able to pay them their bread.
exactly.
That's what it is. I'm like, bro, this is crazy,
Facts,
man.
facts, bro. Facts. So we get the next scene where basically it's not necessarily hot boxing, but you know what I'm saying? Tommy and Shanti are passing the blunt, you know what I'm saying, celebrating their
Oh
victory
yeah, it
over
ain't hot
Claudia's
boxing.
death.
Yeah. Facts.
And basically talking about like how the fans already believing it to be a cartel hit, not necessarily tracing back to the towards them, which again, same similar towards CBI, is very smart on both ends. Tommy, Jannar, and Diamond, say what you want to say about them. They move back to back episodes very smart, right?
Very.
Um, so Tommy and Shakti are having that talk about the Viagra Triangle Cubs. You know, what I'm saying that obviously Claudia had a hand in, at least had a hand in, and they're basically trying to figure out like, are they still be able to like use their weight over there? And Shakti's like, no doubt, we got our own lot. Boom, boom, boom. It's cool. Then
Yep.
Jannar comes through,
Yeah.
and here comes hater Jannar
Yeah, for real.
through, right? Seeing that his old girl is what I'm saying, smoking a blunt
With
with his
Tommy.
enemy,
With his
with the
enemy anyway.
white boy, right?
Yeah, with the white boy, pretty much. Yeah.
He's getting his feelings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His ego got hurt, you know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Boom, boom, comes through, and he's just like, what's going on here? Blah 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 blah. This and that and third. And then Tommy gets up and is like, all right, I know what time it is. He reads the room. He goes over to leave, but not before Tommy can go ahead and take the dang on blunt and smoke the weed in front of
Right
Jannard's
in front of
face.
Jannard. Yeah.
Tommy don't care. Tommy is Mr. Unfiltered, bro.
Yeah.
Just the swag on my guy was like, bro,
Yeah.
on a whole nother level, man. Like that was hilarious. But then
Yeah.
as soon as Tommy leaves, Jannard confronts Shanti about letting Tommy in. What's going on? Boom boom. I guess the man was suspecting that they was getting together a little too close, a little whatever,
Right.
right? His insecure behind. So she's like, no, I'm playing him. I better go right here and take that food. You know what I'm saying? Off the board. You know what I'm saying? My plan has not even changed. But then Jannard, you know what I'm saying, and her get into more details, and she asks him about when they gonna meet up with Shay. And
Right.
Jannard reveals to her that
Mm.
I told you,
Yep.
because he didn't test her that him and Don was going to meet with Shay.
Nope.
He could have just said, yo, he's all planning to meet with Shay, but he did with the big brother instead of her.
Yeah.
And Shanti was livid.
Yep.
Everything in her body language said, have a good one. Everything in her body language said, oh, oh, I want to hurt you right now.
Yep.
I want to hurt you right now. To the point where if I don't risk myself hurting you right now, I could kill you.
Yeah.
Everything about her body said, like the reason why I'm not gonna do it is because I still got love for you. But it's best you leave right now because I ain't talking to you. He's trying to talk to her and boom, 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 and she not even hearing a thing. She don't care to hear a thing. He trying, get like, put her up. She's not trying to hear it. She's not trying to hear it. And BZ, I can't blame her
I can't either. I
because they
can't
were
either.
together. And she
Yeah.
kept telling him, "Here's the play. We gonna let D Mac, go. We gonna make sure King Kilo is falling at the mouth. We gonna make sure to kill Diamond. We gonna make sure to meet with Shay. Me and you are going to do this together. And you ain't got a problem with killing your brother, right?" And quiet as a cat, Jannar does have a problem with killing his brother.
Because yep, him and his brother used to run things, and he ran things when his brother was down. So yeah, he don't. He keeps saying he didn't, but he do. He
I
do got
get
a
both
problem.
sides, but at the same as that time, I understand where Shawnee's coming from because we done did too much together. And for all this to come and happen, I ain't with you.
Yeah.
You can go. You can leave. I'm done with you. Bye.
Yeah.
That was her way of saying leave before I had to kill you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pretty much.
Yep.
That's pretty much how it went down. That's pretty much how it's going down for real. How you doing? Yeah, that's how it's going down pretty much, bro.
The next, speaking of Shanti, the norm goes on to meet with Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh shows in her glove department, which by the way, I thought that was very slick. So the
On the
costume
screen,
she
yeah, the
actually had
console.
that.
Yeah, that's cold.
I was like, what the? I said,
Yeah,
how's she
that's
doing that?
custom. Yeah, that's custom made.
That's custom made, right? Custom made. Basically, if the cops was ever tracing anything, they couldn't find anything because
Nope.
they want to know where that the drugs were going to come from.
Right.
So that was super smart,
Yep.
super smart. Um, and Janara's trying to figure out. So basically, they get that connect. Since to go right here and meet with Man Wu later on in the episode about selling the product fentanyl. But I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a stupid, 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 stupid move. In the
Yeah.
words of Randy Orton, stupid, 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 stupid.
No, thanks.
And busy.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Tell the world right now who is listening to this podcast or this episode breakdown why the fentanyl move is stupid.
His Jernard used to be on drugs.
No, ain't that? Ain't because of Jannard.
That's what
It's
I think.
no, no, it's more than that. But I'm telling you how you to take another wild guess.
I, I don't think it's a Tommy thing.
Fentanyl is killing people. Talking about BZ.
Well, yeah, I know that because he watched dude die in the car.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that same scene, he was finna take a hit. That's why I'm saying it's a problem because he's going to start smoking the product.
But it would be dumb for him to even go and start the thing on Prod because he's going to die.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's not taking everybody. This is my thing. Even if that's the case, he was about to do it anyway when he watched dude die right next to him. He was just about to do, bro. He had it in his hand, and we seen it, and then he pushed it away. If you
BZ,
think,
a couple of episodes ago, the feds were talking about how the fentanyl was killing people in Chicago. They take
bro,
them out left and right.
he watched it, so he know.
No, BZ, I'm in agreement with you. I'm just letting you know for context, for storyline context, they made a mention that for a reason,
Oh yeah, for
and they
sure.
don't care about that.
No, he don't. But
They don't care
also,
about that.
but that's what I'm saying. But also, I think that but even do watch. That's what I'm saying. Like, do watch. Like, my thing is, if me and you standing in the same room and we both on the
Mm-hmm.
kitchen and we both cooking at the same time on the same stove, but we didn't know if one of them is on. If I see you put your hand on the eye and your hand is burning, you like, oh shoot. Why would I put my hand on it?
Right.
Just to test it? Like, that's what he was doing. It was like, bro, he literally just seen somebody die, but yeah, he was about to do the same thing that the other person did. Not a suicide thing, but he was just trying to be like, yo, is it that powerful for real? Bro, that's Jannard. That's why I'm like, nah, bro. He get
Shout out to
connected
my
to
guy.
that? I
Shout out
don't
to my
know.
guy Mark Dart. He calls Jannard Junkie Jannard. We don't need
Junkie
him to go back and look him up
Jannard.
for that, please.
That's what I
Junkie
think that
Jannard.
is. What you
Junkie
think?
Jannard.
What you think it is? I think it's Junkie Jannard. I think it's Junkie
No,
Jannard. I think it's Junkie Jannard.
I'm with you, B. What I'm saying is, for them to sell that product
Yeah,
is dumb because you're
that's
killing.
true.
Because if you're selling that product and it's killing your customers, who else do you guys sell it to?
Exactly.
It'll be to the point
Yeah,
where
that's genius. I agree with that.
you see what I'm saying? It's to
Yeah,
the point where if you sell the product furthermore, customers are going to be afraid
you ain't gonna have nobody.
to even want
That's
to buy
that's
thing on
that's
price.
a that's a fact.
They want to get the high.
That's a
They don't want
fact.
to die.
So why would him and Diamond want to be a part of that?
That's what I'm
It's a
trying to get at.
it's
And
a
plus,
money move, but
remember,
yeah,
Hyman got arrested and was put into jail for years because of selling bad product last time.
yeah,
So now you're going back to square one again. You're making a deal with Man Wolves to sell fentanyl. Okay, cool. You're going to profit. You know who's going to profit off of the high? The customers. You know why?
yeah.
They're going to be killed.
Yeah.
So if Jannard takes that thing on hit, it's like, yeah, go ahead and take the hit. Go ahead and feel that high. But your behind's going to be lights out just like how you had to get killed.
And that's the reason
He
why.
expected to happen to him.
And that's the reason why Tommy don't want nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
See that now he's moving. That's what I'm saying. Now Diamond is moving like a chicken with his head cut off because he just want to go against Tommy because he wants to be the boss and get in his battery.
Right.
And Jannard put the battery in his bag, not even thinking. Like, yo, that's
Jannard's
crazy.
dumb.
That was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah, okay,
Yep,
we're going to
Junkie
make our
Jannard.
money. And we're going to sell product, we're going to make our money, boom, boom. But you're selling fentanyl. It'd be one thing if you sell coke or weed or whatever else, or whatever drug there is, to where it's not life-threatening. But fentanyl is a very life-threatening drug. That thing ain't no joke for real.
Yeah.
Fentanyl kills. That's a thing that kills people in real life too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it do. Yes, it do. That's not fun.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, that's why I'm like,
different.
even if he does go back to his old ways, Jannard does.
He gonna die. It's gonna be a suicide mission.
Like, bro, like, what are you doing?
It's gonna be a suicide mission. They're gonna catch him on the couch with the stuff on him. He's gonna be dead. They're gonna be like, what happened?
Yep.
We relapse. So it ain't even gonna be nobody killing him. He's gonna kill himself. Because now he's you know what I'm saying? Like when Manny Fresh had it before. I mean, not Manny Fresh had it, but when old dude, the dude that he was fooling with, when he died in the front seat, when he had it before, he didn't really have access to it like that. Now you work with the plug. You have the full access. You're gonna be trying to test this joint all the time. You're gonna be tempted to hit it all the time. That's messed up, man.
Very much messed up.
That's messed up. Nah, Junkie Jannard.
Junkie Jannard.
Dang.
I'm praying he gonna come. He does not come back. If he comes back, Diamond's gonna be in trouble.
Junkie Jannard, man. Yeah, Diamond about to be in big trouble. He might as well. Him and Tommy might as well break that whole combination up.
He gonna realize Tommy was right the whole entire
time.
I do with my brother.
Yep, whole time. And that's what I'm saying. Like Diamond might have to take Jannard out.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Good one. I'll be right back.
Diamond might have to take Jannard out after this move. He might have to take him out. I just want to know if Chinatown is really gonna find out that D-Mac was the one who took out that man. I don't know, bro. I think D-Mac in trouble.
Let's wait on that. Let's wait on that right session because we haven't got to that part yet. But yeah, you're right. The next thing we have, and thank you by the way. The next thing we have is with Vic and with his girlfriend Gray cuddling up. She's laying on his
shoot,
chest.
Tommy didn't even walk in yet. Okay.
No, this is where Tommy walks in.
Did Tommy even know about that? Did he even know he was fooling with her?
No.
Wow.
Because check this out. So they're talking, they're having their thing. Tommy comes in, walks in by and sees them. He plays it off like she was an escort
Yep.
and nothing more.
Yep.
That was cold as hell,
Yep.
and she went with it.
Yep.
She went with it. He told her, man, it's an escort, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more. Me and her just, banging, blah, 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 blah. But other than that, like, nah, she,
Nah, he
it
gonna
ain't thing.
sniff that out. Tommy gonna
I'm like,
sniff that out.
hey, that's a good one, bro. Yeah. I'm like, that's that stuff.
He gonna
That's
sniff that out.
that stuff. This is Ray talking about some other stuff. And then Claudia and Tommy was asking him that he had a problem with him taking out his sister. Big place off like he's cool with it, but really deep down inside, he actually said. By the way, I forgot to mention that's what he was talking to Ray about. He was just like, well, yeah, like I do have some issues with my sister being taken away because at the end of the day, I still got love for her, and she was my sister at
She's
the
still
end of the
my
day, and I
sister.
still have my
Right.
feelings for her, regardless
Right.
of how she went about things and treated me, right? And that's human, that's realistic, and that makes a lot of sense. Anybody who's a sibling can understand that. Anybody.
Right.
Anybody. So Tommy was questioning about him, setting him up, and he boom, boom, and Vic tells him that he did not. But Vic Tommy doesn't know that if Vic is making a move on, things like that. And he's talking about Stacey Morris doing her thing. And he told you know what? He tells Tommy that he has his own plan to get Mary in his pocket. She's never gonna get elected without convictions, and that she can't get close without Claudia. But then Tommy noticed the tone in Vic's voice. Notice the stance in this man's presence. He's already like, you trying to come at me about my decisions and my moves and my plans and everything in between, and you want and you're the snitch?
Right.
Okay, cool. So let me let me cook you the way Ghost was cooking for suckers in season 6. Beezy. Do you remember season 6 Ghost?
No, probably not.
Beezy. Season 6 Ghost was on a whole nother freaking level. That man he put down. Remember we told Dre to his face, you ain't gonna be nothing but a little, while I'm through with you?
Yeah.
Bruh, he told Dre about himself. He came at Councilman Tate. He came at Tasha, talking about she gonna be nothing but a chicken head.
Oh yeah.
And you'll go back to being Tasha Green.
Yeah.
Yo, Ghost was owning everybody. Ghost put the gun out on Patrice's face. Was like, yeah. Wake up, little nigga.
I think you do it. You either do it there or do it through your phone. Yep. Yeah, but I don't even know how to do it. Do it give you the option on the screen? Oh, I didn't even know. Oh, thanks, man. Go ahead, Josiah.
No, I'm just saying, Tommy turned into season 6 Ghost, where basically anybody who was his opposition, he talked them down. Like it's almost like being in a wrestling ring, and
Promos.
it's like CM Punk cutting a promo,
Mm-hmm.
and CM Punk cuts a promo, and everything he said about you was so dang on true. You couldn't even say no. I would say John Cena.
Okay.
Remember how John Cena would bury some suckers in his promos and be tearing on the freaking shreds?
Yeah.
That's what Tommy did in Vic. Listen, I came to Chicago. I asked your girl. I broke your best friend's hand.
That was crazy. Right when I got here.
In the same freaking day.
That's
Like
different.
what? He basically telling Vic at the end of the day, know your role, know your place. Don't get out of line because if you do,
All right, sir. You
I
have a
have
good one,
no
okay?
problem canceling your Christmas. Okay? So do what I said. Set up to meet with Stacey Marks, and don't talk about this ever again unless you want to get smoked for real, because you're dumb. You ain't no gangster. And hold on, he even said to his face, "You ain't no gangster like your daddy is."
Right. Yeah, he was like, yeah, don't get it twisted just because it's your daddy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you not that, bro. So Vic was,
Yeah, different.
Vic was already going to. He was already being underestimated way too dang on.
Yeah.
So then Tommy goes back to his crib. You know what I'm saying? dealing with thinking this, and then that's when he gets the like little call notification or voicemail from Mariah's phone, and he discovers that Mariah is almost about to have. I say almost, keyword almost, about ready to have an
An
abortion.
abortion. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And for those who are pro-life, pro-choice, I support you nonetheless. I'm not saying I'm pro-abortion. I'm not with that. No, 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 no. That's a very like touchy topic. So we're not going into addressing
I'm not
that.
even speaking on it.
I'm going to shut my mouth.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going to
not going to
shut
speak
my
on it.
mouth. Okay.
I have
All
nothing
I'm
to say.
gonna say is for those that support pro-life, pro-choice, salute to you. That's all I'm gonna say. Period. That's it. YouTube, and YouTube do not come at us. Don't come at us. We know you got guidelines.
At all.
Okay, we love you, but chill out, chill out. We just come on. This is America, where we're all given to have freedom of speech. All right, leave me alone and leave me alone, please. We're just content creators. Anyways, so he sees that. Then we see Maria. She's about ready to make that move, and I'm almost like, "Oh, Maria, what are you doing? No, 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 no." But at the same as that time, when she got home after discovering that she was pregnant,
Yeah.
she saw all that blood on the wall, which is interesting
Which
because it does
I understand
foreshadow.
it.
Now this is
Yeah.
gonna sound crazy, but it did foreshadow the abortion storyline,
It definitely did.
which is so weird because if you know about all the blood being around, that details. If you know, you know, right? So I'm gonna say. I'm sorry for talking about this topic. I just want to bring that.
Yeah.
It's very pivotal to the episode, so it is what it is. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to move on to the scene. The scene with stars at the wheel right now. Hold on. Give me one second. I'm talking BZ. One second. Come on. Asset forfeiture. By the way, while I'm trying to get this thing up and running, what do you think? What do you make of the title "Asset Forfeiture" for episode 6?
I didn't even look at the title, so I didn't. I didn't even go front. I
All
just seen it
good.
said episode 6 came out. I just hit the button. But I was so late
Hey,
anyway. I normally watch them on the day they come out. Because when you text me and be like, "Yo, they out right now," normally I
yeah.
watch it then. But oh man, I was so caught up on so much other stuff. I didn't even get a chance
Well,
to.
in OG Power, whenever they had an episode title, it was always linking to what would come in the episode,
Okay.
like all the time. So like anytime Ghost like had an episode, so, no, not necessarily had an episode, but anytime Power had an episode all together, they always made a reference or mentioned the title in the episode.
Right.
Like probably like where it was in the beginning, the
Oh
middle,
yeah,
the
yeah,
end.
yeah, yeah. A lot
You
of
know what I'm
shows do
saying?
that. Yeah, a
They
lot of
always
shows do
did
that.
that. Literally, they always did that.
Uh huh.
So, but you don't get asset forfeiture being mentioned in Forge. You just get title, right?
Yeah.
But in Power, you always got every title that was done for Power for Ghost Show. It was always mentioned in the episode. Always. Like when Ghost was like, "Call me James," the episode was called "Call Me James."
Yeah.
Right. I want this thing freaking work. Come on, man. Stars is acting retarded right now, bro.
Dang.
Like, come on, man. I'm trying to get to the next scene, bro. We almost there, man. All right, I'm gonna refresh it one more time. Probably gonna turn my Wi-Fi off. That'll probably work. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just try my best to kind of like, oh man, that's so lame, bro. I want to kind of like, what? We'll talk about like what we all mentioned. I'll try my best to remember at least probably 4 or 5 more scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see, man. It's acting weird right now, so I'll just break it up down like this. I believe the next scene was with the show Miguel meet up with Ortega in jail, right?
Okay.
At the
Yeah. Yep.
and Miguel is basically giving him confirmation that yep, we gonna definitely do this. And Ortega tells Miguel that he's going to go right ahead and have a hitter come out and hit
Come in,
Tommy.
kill Tommy. Yeah.
Even though the original plan was to have Ortega go ahead and kill Tommy, but I guess because he can't get out of jail, he's still serving some more time.
Right.
He won't quite be able to do it, so he's going to put out one of his best hitters. Now,
Yep.
last time we were told you had best hitter, the dude got killed.
He got lit up.
He only do less for at least 1 or 2 episodes, bro. Like,
Right.
okay,
You ain't got
like
no
all
hair
right.
for real.
So I
Right.
don't know how good over here this guy gonna be, but granted, this guy Breedy was able to do 12 no hit or whatever.
Right.
But we'll get to that in a minute. So Miguel and him are talking, and Ortega's making it clear. Ortega now, as I'm watching this dude's face, I'm going, that dude is crazy.
Yeah.
That nigga he don't got no
He don't got
he
no.
got
He
no
don't got no
brain.
emotion, bro. He ain't got no
He's like
soul.
something is wrong with him. Like literally something is wrong with him. And he poured in a monologue towards Miguel, just letting him know, like, bruh. So, it's pretty much tradition that we go right here and get these things done. You know what I'm saying? Because, my grandfather, who's no longer here, may rest in peace,
Right.
was always big on, letting his enemies know what time it was.
Yep.
And he would send them a flower,
Yep.
Passiflora flower, a
Yep.
Mexican flower, I believe it is.
Yep.
And flower basically insinuated to
You
be put
next.
to sleep. And yet you were
Hmm.
next. So when you got that flower, just so your time's gonna be up,
Yeah.
right?
Count your blessings.
Literally up,
Yeah. Get ready to
right?
write your will out.
You know what I'm saying? Literally. And so Miguel is looking at him. He's all stone faced, hardened, jaw, ticking, boom, boom. And basically, what Ortega was telling him is, if you do not take out Tommy and pull out this hit,
You dead. This cat
you dead.
told. He told him, if you don't kill Tommy tomorrow, you gonna die tomorrow.
Yep,
It's that
you'll be
simple,
next.
bro. You're next.
And I guarantee you that flower is going to be sent to your dang phone. Which, by the
That's
way,
what he
I don't even.
said.
And it was just like, yeah, I'm gonna let you know, like, bro, we're not playing.
Yeah, that's what he said, bro.
We're not playing. And I
I
feel
was
so bad
like,
for
dang, boy. I'm
Miguel.
like, you have no choice. If you don't kill that man, you dead. That's what it is.
Yep.
But he's gonna
No,
die in 24 hours. Either you or him, but somebody dying.
you will become a smoke pack, bro.
Yep. Somebody dying, bro. In 24 hours. It's either you or him. I was like, dang, bro. What can he do? Hey,
Miguel was put between a rock and a hard place, bro.
man, bro.
But and a baby.
Right.
But before we get
It,
to that,
it,
you see D Mac. D Mac pulls through. He's into his crib. You know what I'm saying? His girlfriend follows him in. And he got, he's talking and stuff, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to remember. She's telling him, what was she trying
At
to
first,
tell
she was at first she was telling him how smart he was and stuff like that or whatever. But I think, well, hold on, is this the first scene with her or the second scene with her?
No, I'm trying to think about what was the first thing. Cause she didn't talk about him being smart. Have a good one, bro. Thank you,
Not
man.
on the first one, yeah, not on the first
No,
one.
not the first one.
No, no, okay,
Not the first one.
the first one, she was worried about the money, how trying to go to Spellman. She was trying to go to Spellman,
Right,
and the money wasn't
right.
there. Yeah,
Okay,
because
basically, it was,
I think she got a half scholarship, but not a full one, a full ride or something like that. So she was trying to find out where he was
oh,
getting the rest
he
of the
wanted
money.
to pay for a scholarship.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Thank you,
yeah,
Beezy. Yes, he
yep.
wanted to pay for a scholarship
Hmm.
and things like that. And then next thing we know, we see the next scene where basically, well, for one, Tommy texted Mac. You know, what I'm saying essentially like, oh, matter of fact, she didn't get upset with him, and she ended up leaving,
End up
and
leaving.
he
Yeah,
he played it cool. And then D Mac ended up texting Tommy. Well, sorry, Tommy texted D Mac basically like, all right, he brings up the nickel, right?
yeah, yep.
Versus the gun. You know what I'm saying? Metaphorically for the gun. Which, by the way, I don't know why a nickel for the gun, but it's neither here nor there. It is what it is. But anyways, so goes over to dude's house. The way D Mac fell out of that dude's house and jumped through,
Oh yeah,
bro, I was like, dude, this ain't no thing. This is not Spider Man, bro. What is you doing, bro?
yeah, yeah. They was
I
doing too
mean,
much on
jumped
that one.
so hard on his feet. I was like, what in the heck is? Is they making this dude like Spider-Man or something? Like,
Right,
and then top things off, you hit the gun and the dude's refrigerator.
right.
You couldn't hide it nowhere else with a
Nowhere
refrigerator.
else.
It's crazy to me. That's the thing on refrigerator. That's hilarious. But anyways, that all happens. D-Mac escapes. This man third. And
Then
then
this
we
girl come back to the
see,
house, I think.
oh yeah, then we see his girl come back to the house. You know, he got his hair all tied up. Boom, boom. She tells him the house smart and how intelligent he really is. Now he had public school.
Yeah, he said
No
he
problem,
said he
bro.
didn't expect no phone call from her or no text message. She was like,
Yup.
man, try to get away with me, but it's so hard
And
to
she was
stay away
like,
from me.
away with you.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. This, blah blah blah. That. No, 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 no. Screw all that. You want to get in. You want
Right.
to get in. That's what you want to do. So
Right.
she comes through. You know what I'm saying? She's like, he feeling me. He like, I'm feeling you. Right? She's telling him basically he goes through like reconsider about it, blah 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 blah. And he mess like, nah, man, I'm a killer, I'm a drug game, boom, boom, boom. Now the crazy part about it is he don't tell her what he does.
Nope.
He just tells her that he's gonna give her money,
Right.
right? But she already knows what time it is. She's like, nah. And then they start kissing, and then before you know it, D-Mac's like, hold up, I won't respect you. Which, by the way, shout out to D-Mac.
Right.
Who's my guy. He was not trying to be pushy on her. He was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I want to honor you, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, no, I understand what I said before, but this feels different now. And my man, let's just say D-Mac went in here and, DZ, you want to answer this?
He knocked her off.
Knocked her off. I like that. We should say he should keep that. He should keep that.
Knocked her off.
He knocked her off on the couch too. On top of that, like you know what I'm saying, y'all on top of her. But anyways, you know what I'm saying. D-Mac, you know what I'm saying, having himself a good old time. I ain't mad, my brother. You know what I'm saying. Get in. You know what I'm saying. She is fine, by the way. I
She
ain't gonna lie.
cold.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
she
saying?
cold.
Yo, she cold. You know what I'm saying. She's
She
pretty.
cold. Yep.
But anyways, you see Denard, Diamond, and how you doing, bro? Denard, Diamond, Denard, Diamond, and Manny Fresh go up to meet up with
The Chinatown over there.
Chinatown,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and this woman is talking to them while casually grabbing body parts
And
putting
frying
them in a
them.
freaking boil. She's boiling freaking body parts as if they're
Craziness.
nothing.
Yeah, and just told her. She was like, yeah, we ran into an issue when people ran into her spot. You know, that which is the hit that Jannard and Diamond called. That's the hit that they called.
No,
That is
no,
the hit.
D-Mac did that on his own, bro.
Wait,
No. D-Mac did that on his own. Jannard and Diamond called for the nine. What
you
was
are
it, the
100%
9-7?
correct. You're
They did the
100%
9-7.
correct.
That was their
So
call.
he
That
don't
was
even
all D-Mac.
so they don't even know that D-Man made that hit?
No, because
Oh.
all Jannard knows. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Because all Jannard knows. Because Jannard came down there later and was like, "Oh, you made some money, boom, boom, boom." He figured because D-Mac did that on his own,
Oh,
figuring
it's trouble in
that would get him into
paradise.
CBI.
That's trouble in paradise. I didn't even know that. I wouldn't even think. I'm
Yes.
thinking that was I forgot that they sent him to
Because
go do the other
you were
hit,
so
not
right.
that
You were
one.
so right. But then I had teammates where I'm like, nah, bro,
That
no.
ain't the
D-Mac did it on
one.
his own, bro.
Wow. That is the one that he hit the lick on his own. Yep.
Yes.
With his boy.
That's
Yep.
the
The one
one
he hit on his own with
he
his
had a
boy.
mask.
Yep.
Yep, he is friend, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
And boom, boom. And that's what happened. That is
Oh man.
crazy. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
that crazy?
look how it come around though. Wow.
Yes. Like D-Mac, bro. You
Mm.
overrun what you done did.
Yeah, man, he don't even understand.
You got a
That's
target in your
bad.
forehead
Yeah,
somewhere,
you
bro.
definitely do.
Like, bro. So yes, so he did that on his own. Because remember, Jannard came. That's when Jannard was fiending. Remember, when Jannard
Yeah.
started. He didn't grab the money. He grabbed the
Yeah,
body.
he grabbed it. Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
nigga, what you doing? And
Yep.
then Diamond talked to Jannard and was just like, yo, we need to figure out what we need to do with D-Mac.
Yeah, to get him out of here. We still got to
And
get
then
him out of here.
right,
Yep.
exactly. So they stepped to the 9-7. So that was their play. The
Wow.
play was all but that original play from D-Mac was his own.
That
Because remember,
is
he told
crazy.
Parker, he was like, yo, I got to play, boom, boom, boom. He said, we going to do this, blah, blah, blah. You in. and Marshall agreed. D-Mac
Wow,
is dumb.
that's crazy. I
He's
wasn't even
dumb.
thinking about that. Like, yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yup. He did that just so
And
he
that,
can get
and you
in with
and
the
you know
FBI.
it. And that's what I'm saying. I know he's about to do something else stupid because he got to get the other half of the money for his girl. So he about to do something else, and he might do something else to the same situation, which is now involved with Jannar and Diamond.
But what was
Oh
crazy
man,
about the whole entire thing about D-Mac doing that was it was so unrealistic. They did not kill that man. They didn't kill that man.
man.
That man came in there with one smash, one gun, probably about two, maybe
Oh
one,
yeah,
two guns,
and all them people
and
there, and they let him rock.
all the people there just allowed all it to
And
happen. And one dude,
all them
but
security
but
guards is the ones his bodies is being
but
put in his body in his pot as we speak.
remember, one of the dudes already said to him, they was like, "Yo, we don't know who you is, but you're making a big mistake, bro."
Yeah,
Now we see why that dude said you're making a big mistake.
yeah,
Because look at Mount Wu putting body parts in a freaking bullet.
yeah,
Like, what the?
yeah. That's crazy. He's in
This
trouble.
brother guy, bro, insane levels of just
Yeah,
like
he's in trouble.
anarchy, bro. Like, yeah, he D Mac, you are training on thin ice, bro.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
You are on thin ice, my guy. I don't know how you survived this, but it's crazy how he's able to survive all this stuff. It's like I don't even know, but
Yeah, he's in trouble. Have
he
a good
is
one.
like Tommy.
Yeah, he
They're
is.
very much all over the place. He's like his Uncle Tommy, though. Very similar. But anyways, that's crazy. But speaking of craziness, Demon Time Diamond has arrived once again.
Yeah.
BZ, I'm gonna let you go out here and break down the scene
This is
with
the scene with
Diamond,
old boy and them
Big
was all
Swerve,
sitting in
and
the joint,
Jamar.
right?
Huh?
Yeah, this is when he was in the room with old boy, and it was like
Yep.
when they hit the lick, and then dude was like, "What would he say?" He said, "Oh man, I just wish Tommy was there." And Jannar was like, "What you mean, man? Like, what would he say?" He was like, "What you mean? Is that your what would he say?" I forgot how he said it.
So you want Tommy's D right now?
Yeah, you want to, yeah, whatever. Yeah, he was like, "No, man, but it's just, you know, what I'm saying, just want to run things by him and stuff like that, or whatever, whatever." And that cat, Diamond, he wasn't hearing that. He wasn't hearing. He made it
He was
like,
already drinking too.
yeah,
Already drinking too.
he made it seem like Tommy was his enemy. That's how pissed he was. He reminded me like he was like it looked like Diamond was Jannard
Yep.
because he was tight.
I think we will ran things by Tommy and this and that and third one boom.
And he was, man,
And
I'm tired of y'all not trusting me, not going off of my stuff. Bro, he went
I'm gonna tell
off.
you right there. I'm gonna tell you right now. Smurf should have kept his mouth shut.
Yeah.
All he had to do, all he had to do was say shut up.
He
But
got
he figured,
sorry he didn't
oh,
get
I'm cool
killed,
with Diamond. I'm
but he
cool
got
with
stumped out
Jannard.
though.
I'm part of CBI. This man, sir. I done ran with them for years. We cool. We a brotherhood. We can talk like this. We can talk like that. Let's talk about Tommy. Let's bring up Tommy.
Yeah.
But Jannard, you already know he don't like Tommy. He
At
wants smoke,
all.
right? But when Diamond hears that,
Yeah.
Diamond's like, here we go undermining me again. And
Undermines
Diamond
him, bro.
didn't beat up Smurf.
That junk was different.
I thought people online they were like, why would Diamond put his hand on Smurf like that? Why is he reacting all like recklessly and just
Right.
beating him out for no reason? I'm like, no, there's a reason.
Right.
The reason what was he's tired of being undermined by
Exactly.
Tommy.
Yeah.
And not only is you being undermined by Tommy,
How you
you
doing?
got fuckers like you got homies like Smurf talking to you like
Sausage, egg, and cheese,
Tommy
Dilla.
is the head of CBI and you not.
And hold on, Josiah.
Oh, I'm screaming like loud. My bad.
Oh no, you good.
No,
Sunrise,
I was,
sunset,
I was screaming.
and a cookie. That's it. I think I got it.
Okay, you're supposed to know I'm screaming. I don't know why I'm screaming. Crazy. What's up, man?
All right. No, I'm good. A little bit. All right, go ahead, Josiah.
Yeah, I was saying, like, Diamond was tired of being undermined by Tommy, and he was tired of people not knowing their role
Right.
and not knowing his role of who he is in CBI. Him and Jannar are heads of CBI,
Right.
not Tommy.
Right.
Tommy, for all I know, is well for Jannar's case, he's the outsider.
So Tommy runs the coalition, and everybody else runs CBI. Is that how it goes?
Tommy believes he does both, but Diamond is like, no, you don't. I
Mm.
do, and Jannar does, and that's the
Mm.
problem. That's why they have a terrible relationship because their business partnership is reflecting their personal partnership.
Mm.
It's not being reflective of both parts. If it was, it will work. The reason why Ghost and Tommy worked was because they were able to mitigate business and personal. Why? Because they were brothers that came up in the drug game that were taught by and they were taught by Kenan, right?
Right.
But they were also able to handle our business. Now there were times Tommy had to tell Ghost, don't take no thing on photos with anybody around your dang on club because then they start asking, who is this dude? Who
Right.
is that dude? And they'll recognize that you're Ghost,
Right.
which was very smart. Then there were times where Ghost had to tell Tommy, stop making these moves. Don't kill him and kill old girl. Blah 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 blah. We can't go ahead and kill her. She got brothers.
Right.
You got to Tommy. So they were both right in two different ways. But here we are with Force, and Tommy he's moving like Ghost, but at what cost,
At what? Yeah, exactly. At what cost?
right? Because moving like Ghost is great, but Ghost, as we know, a lot of times at times he was very selfish and very self-serving,
Right.
right? So similar towards Ghost, Tommy is doing the same exact thing that Ghost did, which is it's so crazy. Isn't that crazy though?
It is. But see,
Like,
okay, so I'll ask the question. This has nothing to do with this episode, but this has something to do with 50 Cent. Is this what, and no disrespect to 50 Cent at all, but is this showing
sure,
lazy writing? If you're doing the same thing as the
of
old episode, all you're doing is flipping it with different characters, but doing the same thing. Is that lazy writing?
no, no, because all it's doing it parallels Tommy's growth and his character development. He hated things that Ghost did, but eventually the things that Ghost did, he ended up being able to embrace it and to love it and to move alongside with it. The difference between Ghost and Tommy is Tommy isn't afraid to do either.
Right.
Ghost was afraid to do because Ghost was always looking at the risk of doing things against his own judgment.
Right.
Tommy didn't care. So Tommy still doesn't care, but Tommy now moves where he doesn't care, but he also has to care.
Right.
Now, back then, Tommy didn't care. We knew that. He just didn't care. That's what it was.
Right.
So no, it's not lazy writing. It's more of character progression, and it's tying into OG Tower because at the end of the day, you gotta remember, as much as he didn't understand those methods at times, he learned to embrace them over time and realize I'm
Thank you.
just as good, if not better than Ghost.
Right.
Tommy is. What if I told you this? What if I told you Tommy is Ghost and Kanan combined?
That makes sense. As far as the killer side and the smart side.
Yep, the ruthless side and the strategic side.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he evolved into. He got Kanan's methods. He got Ghost's methods. He's just morphed it into his own. So, in all honesty, no, not
Yeah.
lazy writing. Great character development
Yeah.
compared to how he was in OD Power. OD Power was just Tommy being whatever. Tommy just did whatever Ghost needed him to do.
Right.
Now he ain't got to rely on Ghost no more. It's all him.
Makes sense.
So no, I won't say it's lazy writing, but great question nonetheless though. Great question though. I can understand why people would feel that way for sure.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, if he's doing the same thing that Ghost did and all that and this and this and all he did was just flip the characters around, I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
you ain't really putting forth an effort to give us new work if you're giving us work already.
yeah, but I also have to mention too. There's always going to be hot headed characters. Like we always get that in Power as well.
Yeah,
So Janar's a hot head character. Tommy's a hot head character.
definitely.
Marvin Thomas, love him for Raising Kane, but he's a hot head character. Uh, Kane at times was a hot headed character, right? there was just certain characters in the OG Power. I think Unique was like Ghost, a strategist. He didn't always kill for the sake of killing, but when Unique got beat up by Ronnie,
Yeah,
he became a hothead,
yeah.
right? Once after he got beat by his brother, he became like his brother, but worse.
Hmm.
He became Unique was worse. Bro, that scene where he snapped on Pernessa when she questioned him about Red Rock put the hit on him
Uh-huh.
and he snapped. BZ, I don't know about you, but that scared the freaking daylights out of me. I was like, what the
Yeah.
it took me out of nowhere. I was like, I didn't expect him to go that thing on crazy, bro.
Yeah, he went
That nigga
crazy.
snapped.
Uh-huh.
Unique was on one. He was on one last season, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Joey.
So yeah, shout out to Joey. He killing that role. Killing that role.
Hmm.
Shout out to Joey better. Seriously. How you doing, bro? Yeah. But anyways, um, going back to the show. Um,
I think we had Tommy and them at the table with
no, we forgot to mention about Tommy finding out Maria was not only was she pregnant, but that she ended up keeping the baby, which brought
oh,
Tommy to tears.
oh yeah.
Beautiful moment. And this is my opinion, and this is my opinion only. Now, if you want to agree with this opinion, great. Do not, and I repeat, do not kill Maria. Do not kill that dang on baby. Let them all live.
I agree with that.
Please, please. We done seen babies storylines in not in the well before, and we done seen characters that Tommy has had as far as love interest been killed off. I don't understand the idea of having to kill Maria in order for him to get another love interest and legacy. I don't get that. I think you kill her, you keep her around.
Mm.
It's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't see and Carmel's and Bono. Like, come on, man. She can do some more work. It'll expand her career. So
Yeah,
like the way I see it, like I hope they don't go that route. Now for Miguel, uh, uh,
yeah.
I I can see a situation with that. I can see a situation with that. Now, speaking of that, let's get to it. Was there anything else I missed, BZ?
No.
Before we get to the dancing?
Uh-uh.
Okay, good. So we get to the dinner scene, and at the dinner scene, the infamous dinner scene,
I liked it this
Tommy and
scene
Miguel
actually.
don't want to speak to each other. By the way, in case nobody knows, anytime there's a power dinner scene, it's always an uproar. But this time, we finally got the peace. There was no chaos. There was no say hi dinner
Yeah.
scene.
I,
There was
I
no rocking in the Thomas dinner scene. There was no chaos at power dinner scene. Thank
I
God.
yeah, I saluted Miguel on this scene for sure.
Me too. Me too. So here's what happens. So they don't speak to each other. But Ray's like, all right, come on. All right, you know what I'm saying? Let's put this at bed, you know what I'm saying? Let's put this at rest. I understand you guys don't like each other, boom, boom, boom. You guys want to be on this drug competition kind of thing, yada, yada, yada. But let's think about the bigger picture. Tommy and I are going to have a baby, and I want their uncle to be here to go right here and see it. And she says the word Tio, which Tio in Spanish is uncle, right?
Mm.
And Miguel is hilarious. That
Then
man was
choked on
eating
his
his
food.
food,
Hmm.
choking on his dang on food, drinking up, and he's like Maria, you're pregnant, and she's like, yeah, Tommy's the father, and now he's like, I done effed up.
Yep.
That was Miguel's moment. Remember you know that meme where on YouTube where somebody says where's that dude says be like if at this moment that he knew
Uh-huh. He
he
effed
effed
up.
up. that was Miguel.
Hmm.
It's so many dang words, man. Oh man, I feel so bad for Miguel. So now Miguel was like, and then Tommy already had to have a meet. He had to do a business deal, so he had to leave. Miguel was like, no, nope,
Stick around with me.
he said, stay here. I need you to stay here. And Tommy was trying to not give in. He said, listen, I know you don't like me. I don't like you. Let's just cool off for what it is. Miguel's like, I understand all that. I get it. He's like, but I'm gonna need you to stay here, please.
Yeah, for
Just
me,
stay.
please. Yep.
Just stay. The reason he told him to stay was because he was trying to,
Get him
for
killed.
real, save his life.
He definitely saved his life.
And
But
he
he
did not want to. And what I was known to, I found this out a little bit later on. Miguel is actually very big on family,
yep.
so it means a lot for him. That's why he's very protective of Maria. So now knowing that Emma Ray's about ready to have a child, he can't just have the child star just die and her not be able to see her baby without his dad. You
Yep.
see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't feel right. So I
Yep.
understand Miguel's reasoning for it. It was great reasoning and it was awesome reasoning, and it actually made me love his character a whole lot more than I actually started hating it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hated Miguel in season 2, but this season I'm growing to love his character. I am. And respect his character at the very least as well. But mm, Beezy, Miguel got himself into some, you know what?
Yeah, Miguel's next on the list, bro.
Miguel's done. He's done, bro. I hope you don't have to say his lights got turned off and they have been shut down. I hope you don't have to say that.
I think I think Miguel and Tommy gonna team up sooner or later. I don't think you're gonna let him get murked out like that.
No, no. If anything, I like to see his character like stay. I don't want to see his character die. I'm gonna be honest. I
Yeah.
don't want to see his character die. As much as I kind of did like the way he was kind of like moving sometime earlier this season, I don't want to see Miguel die. Speaking of which, the hair is about ready to try to go right and move on Tommy. It's not Tommy, it's somebody else. It's actually Bones coming out of the car, you know what I'm saying, from CBI to go right and do his thing. And he's like, where's Tommy at?
Yep.
So he talks to, so he goes right here and calls Ortega, lets him know, or texts Ortega, lets him know, like, I can't pull off Tommy here because he ain't there.
Yep.
So like, I don't know what's going on with your boy, but he ain't pull off the move.
Well,
Does Ortega know? So Ortega responds by sending Miguel the passive phone
you next.
to his phone, telling him, "You next.
You about to die.
You about to die. It's
Today.
up. It's up. You didn't pull off. I warned you. I told you. You didn't hear my story. That didn't move you by any chance. My grandfather, my uncle died. Like I was trying to tell you.
Yep.
I made myself perfectly clear to you, to your face, at a phone booth.
Yeah.
And you still didn't pull off the hit.
They gotta find a way to kill him in the jail, but it might be too late. The next episode gotta come in blazing. They have to, because Miguel's on a 24 hours notice.
But you know what's crazy though? And I just thought about this just now. Not only do you got Ortega on the horizon about ready to come out and take over to kill suckers, you know what I'm saying, with the cartel, bro. You gotta remember, besides Ortega,
Big Baby Jake
King
is coming
Kilo
out.
is coming out very soon too. And imagine what King Kilo's gonna feel the moment he finds out CBI don't lie to him. Because remember, they were supposed to build a coalition.
Yep.
King Kilo and the RDs with CBI. Nope. That ain't happening. So don't be surprised if King Kilo and the RDs, once he gets out of jail, makes a move on Diamond Engine Nard.
Yep.
Everything's going to crap. Everything's going into crap, bro. Everything's going to crap.
I love it.
I love it. Me too. Because that makes the scene so. This is why I love Fortune season, because you don't know what to expect. We can make all the assumptions in the world. We know what's going to happen later down the road. There's going to be a war. Tariq will come back into the show. Which, by the way, I'm a fan of Tariq. I want to see that. Although I know BZ's not a big fan of Tariq St. Patrick at all. But at the same time, I think Michael Rain Jr. does a hell of a job with that character, and goes maybe see him in a complete different light. So hopefully,
my girl like him
go
too.
right here and get towards that.
Like, no, Tyreek. She's like, leave Tyreek alone. Tyreek doing good. I said, man, whatever, bro.
You said Tyreek doing good. What do you mean?
No, I said my girl like him too. Because I told her, I was like, man, I don't even like Tariq. She was like, man, leave that boy alone, man. He doing good. I'm like, man, whatever. That's weird.
I get it though. I get it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and you may disagree with me on this, and that's fine. But Tariq killing Ghost, I'm not going to sit here and say it was the right decision, because I don't condone a son killing anything on father. But like completely why he did it. And I was going to say this too. And shout out to Amari Hard, by the way, who played Ghost. He did a phenomenal job playing J. St. Patrick and Ghost.
Oh, yeah,
Great
for sure.
job. Great job from the great actor. But it was Ghost's fault for the reason why he got himself killed. It was his fault all the time. It was his
How
fault.
though?
Because yes, he didn't want Tariq in the game, right?
Right.
He didn't want Tariq in the game. He wanted to keep him away. He had a penthouse. They had all the luxuries. People would ask all the time, well, why would Tariq? You was a privileged kid. You was rich, and you had it all. Your dad was paying for this. You got this, boom, boom. Why would you want to go after Ghost? You had it. You literally had everything that any kid would dream to have coming up in their childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And Tariq made a point, but if you watch and pay attention, because at first glance you think that way. Because when we see OG Power, like, because it's fresh. First of all, you gotta remember, Power was so fresh that we love Ghost so much.
Right.
And plus, he's the main character. So why would you not want to root for the main character over the other side characters? To us, Tariq was a side character that needed to be taught a dang on lesson.
That's true.
More than once, and more often than times than they needed for. But at the same exact time, Ghost didn't raise Tariq. Ghost raised Sean.
Right.
Kanan raised Tariq. Ghost did not. And the reason why, and yes, it's because of Jukebox giving him that idea, but besides that idea, Kanan saw himself in Tariq a whole lot. And the main reason why, you ask, that both of their parents kept lying to them. Yep. Kanan kept getting lied to by Rock. Rock always say lying to Kanan, bro. And then with Ghost, he kept lying to Tariq.
Yeah.
And Tariq done ask this dude 3 times about Breeze. 3 times.
Yeah.
And that third time, you still cannot tell him about Breeze? Like, come on, bro. Have a good one. So, in Tariq's mind, he was just like, bro, like, I want to not take, he didn't want to do it. He didn't really want to do it. Trust and believe that. Tariq didn't kill Ghost because, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he hated his dad, but he hated his dad because he felt his dad was neglectful of him. He felt his dad was always doing things without him. He felt that he did, and people was asking all the time, well, why would Tariq join the drug game? It doesn't make sense. He's a rich kid. Because he didn't have a purpose. Think about it. He did not have a true purpose. So when Kanan was with him, he gave that man a purpose. He was letting him know, like, yo, you're just as good, if not better than your dad. And me and your dad used to run the streets. And he didn't tell you all this? He's like, no, I ain't know about my dad did this.
Right.
But he's always like doing this and doing that, and he don't ever tell me anything. Like even things like, okay, for instance, remember when Ghost was about to be killed, but then Milan ended up killing those Jamaican dudes because Holly had put out the hit on Ghost for him to be killed. He told Tariq that they was gonna go to a basketball game, and then he told Tariq that. And then by the time that happened, which I get why Ghost did it because he's trying to protect his life and Tariq's. But it's like you tell Tariq you're gonna do this. And so he's like, well, what changed? He's like, shut the F up and put your dang on seatbelt on, blah, 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 blah. We're going to go home. We're not going nowhere. So you got to think, you're a kid. Your dad keeps telling you, first of all, your dad cheated on your mama to be with another woman.
Right.
BZ, I don't know about you, but if that happened to me, I'd be pissed too. My pops, with my mother, she didn't help. You got to remember, he don't know half the bad tweet that Tasha has done. He don't know that. So Tariq, all of this, what I'm trying to get is this. As the series progresses in Power, OG Power I'm talking about, all of it manifested into why Tariq became the way Tariq became by the end of the whole entire series.
Right.
And so people don't look at that and go, oh, I understand. You don't understand. You don't. But people also gotta understand this too. It's a fictionalized TV show. This is not real. It's not like. But the sad reality is, I mean, do we hear people killing their fathers and fathers killing their kids? I mean, yeah. Marvin Gaye's dad killed him. Right? Like people forget that. But like I said, I don't condone. Again, I'm not condoning murder on your own family. But I said all I have to say. It does make sense in the long run. Right? So that's why it made sense. But also too, Ghost wanted to go legit. And prior to him trying to go legit, he wanted Tariq to serve time to go to jail because of Tariq killing Ray Ray.
Yeah.
The dude killed Raina. And
Right.
that was fine for you to have your son go to jail, but then it's just like, again, now you're trying to repeat Ghost Part 2 with you going to jail, you doing politics, I'm serving time. You're basically trying to do the same thing you done did with Kanan. That's messed up. Your own
Mm-hmm.
son has to serve time while you get to live out your life and enjoy the luxuries of it? Nah. No. I'm sorry. And listen, I'm still a Ghost fan at the end of the day, but at the same as that time, no.
But who made the
This is
kill?
where the selfishness comes in from him.
But who made the kill?
Huh?
But who made the kill?
You mean who made the kill?
Who killed Ray Ray?
Tariq did.
So why can't Tariq go to jail?
It was not so much that he was going. It wasn't so much that he wasn't going. Well, I mean, Ghost don't kill people and he can go to jail.
I know, but at the same time, if you kill somebody at the end of the day, you should go to jail unless you can get off. Now, if he's not trying to get you off, at the end of the day, you can't be mad at him for not getting you off. You shouldn't have killed him.
Unless that part of that is true. That's true too. That's
I
another way
mean,
of
I
looking at
mean,
it. That's another way
your
of looking
mom and
at
your dad, your mom and your dad should do whatever it takes to protect you. But if you out here wilding out doing something that you should not have done, there's consequences for that. Especially when it comes to murder. Even though they murdered your sister, there's other ways to get them people back. And especially knowing your mom and knowing your dad, you should have let them deal with that.
it. Yeah,
So
yeah,
now, if
but
if I'm
again, you also got but I, BZ, I'm with you. I'm so with you. Do not get me wrong. However, you gotta think he was taught by Kanan a lot of stuff. Kanan taught that man a lot of stuff, and he corrupted his mind. Kanan, one of the things that Kanan had that was a great trait for him in power, he was a master manipulator.
right,
Master when it came to either inverse or reverse psychology. That man twisted Tariq's brain. And yes, at first it was a ploy to get back at Ghost. Absolutely, don't get it twisted. But then over time, he came to actually love Tariq.
right. But what I'm saying is, if me and Larry, uh, if me, not even me and Larry, if no, well, and can I say that? No, I'll say this. If okay, I'll say this.
Where the news where the new Ghost
I'll
Tommy and
say this.
Kanan?
If you if some if somebody if somebody close to you
Mm-hmm.
end up getting killed,
Mm-hmm.
and me and Larry is telling you that you should get them back. If you go and get them back, and then they like, oh well, we heard that you did that. Are we supposed to be like at the end of the day? Are we supposed to try to help you get out? Like
That's a good
just like the
question.
same thing with Cannon. Like
That's
Cannon,
a good question.
if Cannon gave him all that information, did all of that, I'm like, that's cool to have that information, but at the same time, is you gonna take the L if I do this right now? Because if not, why'd you pollute me with it? And even if I got polluted with the
But
situation,
Kanan,
that
because
don't
Kanan
mean that I'm supposed
was
to
for the
do it.
streets.
But
Kanan was for the streets. Kanan was a gangster. Kanan didn't have no regard for
but
police.
that still
He
comes
hated
down.
police.
But that's if
He
that's
hated
the
the
case,
police.
then Cannon should have took the L and went to jail and let Tariq stay out.
I agree. I agree with that. I completely agree with that assessment. But you gotta also think too, he already done did his time because of what Ghost done did with him. Ghost set him up for a thing that he did not do.
Right,
Now Ghost was right in doing the thing towards Tariq, but
right,
at the same exact time, BZ, Ghost got away with a lot of murder
right,
over Tariq. Now I'm not talking about murder in the sense of killing people. I'm talking about the things that you done did to that boy coming up, and you expect him to not go ahead and start acting the way he was towards you, and you're shocked about it. It's like, no, you leave. You cheated on our mother. I asked you about this. You told me we had these plans. You didn't do these plans with me. Um, I feel like I can't really get around you. Sean dies. I was close with him. Me and him was playing hoop not too long ago. Now all of a sudden he dies. And part of the reason why Tariq also set up Kanan, but just so you know, was because he loved Sean. And then he asked Kanan, "What made you take out your own son? Come on, man! Like that's messed up, man." So
Right.
he already had it out for Kanan over that.
Right.
And
So let's
Kanan
say
told him, "You ain't no real killer until you kill the people that you love."
let's say you let's say you got a child and your child's 17 years old, 17 or 18 years old, and you cheat on the child's mom. Is you obligated to tell your son?
No, not necessarily. No,
So why are we upset with Ghost not telling Tariq?
because he should have confided towards Tariq, towards to.
But you
Okay,
just
I can
said
say my
no.
words. No, I'm with you. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Because if I wasn't doing if I didn't reveal to you right away the reason why I did what I did, and I just kept it all to myself. See,
Right.
my point I'm trying to get is this, BZ. Ghost bottled up so many lies against Tariq not being told the truth. The reason Tariq took to Kanan was because Kanan, even though Kanan did what he did and told him half things that weren't always true, he did tell him the truth a lot of times. He did not lie to him. Even when Kanan got shot by the police, right, prior to when they was Barry Sam to have to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
He killed everybody in a blaze. By the way Kanan 50 Cent killed that road because he went out in a complete blaze of glory. That was awesome, by the way.
Right.
But kill all the cops, right?
Right.
And by the time he goes around to kill the last cop, when he could have easily pulled the trigger on Tariq for setting him up and killed him, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
He
could
shot the cop and let Tariq live.
Right.
Because he was like, I know what time it is. I know it wasn't just so much you. Your dad coerced you. Your mom done did this and that third. I lost this chess game. It is what it is. But I'm not going to kill you. And the reason why he didn't want to kill him was because he grew to have love for Tariq. He saw a lot of himself, of his younger self, in Tariq. And when we watched Raising Canaan, sorry for being loud. When we watched Raising Canaan, that was it shows you why. Very similar. So,
but what I'm saying is
yeah.
why does Tariq not get jail time if he did the kill? Why is people fighting to not get him to go to jail, but he the one who did the kill? And how is
That's a
everybody cool with
good
that?
question. That's a good
That's
question.
what I'm saying. I'm like, just like even when Tasha was like, "Oh, I'll take the fall, and Tyreek was like, "No, no, no!" Like, but
Well,
she stood up. But at the
okay,
same
that makes me
time,
wonder then. That makes me wonder if they kept it away from Tariq going to jail for that season, right?
mm-hmm.
That makes me wonder, did Ghost do something similar to before he ended up like not going to jail? Because I don't think Ghost, they don't mention about him being serving time back in the day.
Ever.
Like he didn't. So you got to think about it. If he didn't serve no time until like later on when Angela suspected that he killed Greg Knox, which he did, it was Sandoval, right?
Right.
That was the only time he got arrested and went to jail for a time. You got to think he got away with a lot of stuff too.
But that's probably because he
But
got
who?
the
But
police under us. He probably had the police working with him.
no, he ghosted from the police. They couldn't. They didn't know it was him. Why do you think his name was called Ghost? They didn't know it was him. For like Angela, for all she knew, they knew about Ghost. They heard about his name, but no one knew who Ghost was. He never told Angela outright that he was Ghost. Never. But they expected, at one point they even suspected that was Tommy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a
It
smart
wasn't
movie.
Tommy either. So they couldn't date. So no one knew his name. They knew his name around the streets, but no one knew his face, and then they didn't know his identity upright. That's why his name was called Ghost, because you never saw him. You never seen him run. He get in, he get out. Boom, he's gone. Why you think he wore the hoodie? Right?
So
It's
how
almost
so
like Batman like.
so why would people expect him to be able to recreate another person like that? Like he can't give Tariq that. Tariq can never be him. Even if he told him
No,
he
I
can never be him.
completely agree. Even though the last season makes you go, yes, he is. But I don't believe he is. I don't believe he's earned the time quite yet either. I think Tariq needs. He's close. He's close to being not necessarily like his dad, but that drug dealer of that one level. And I think the one level that he's missing right now, his character is hands. He got no dingo hands.
at all.
But wait till Uncle Tommy gets around him. I think that's when you're gonna start seeing Tariq fight a lot better. Cause you gonna need some hands, bro. You gonna need some hands. You can't just be killing people, getting away with this like the way Zion did him and Beretta in that one season and goes, but they both getting their butts beat was crazy. But yeah, you need hands, bro. That's the one thing that he's missing in his armor. But no, I'm with you. I think, in all honesty, I think he did deserve jail time for pulling off that murder.
Just
I
like Ghost
just
did. I mean,
right,
everybody do, but at the same time, for
absolutely.
people to be like, oh no, we don't want him to go to jail. I'm like, how you not want him to go to jail for a crime that he
And
committed?
Ghost may have been right in saying I want to go about helping you. But remember what Tariq told Ghost right before he killed him. He said, "You talk about how Breeze was in the way of getting towards your future, and now you're in the way of getting towards my future, right?" Now, the reason why he said that was because of this. Think about all of the things Ghost got away with on Tariq. When you go back and watch OG Power when you get a chance, but just watch some episodes when you get a chance, and I think you'll get where I'm coming from. Even though you may still hate Tariq and might despise him,
No. What it is like, it's
but
not
yeah,
that's not the problem. The problem is just because Ghost was being Ghost, don't mean that Tariq was supposed to come up that same way. That's the issue. That's the issue. That's the
I
issue that
agree.
I have.
Hey,
That's the issue that I
but
have.
when you're surrounded by Kanan, what do you do?
You said what?
But when you're surrounded by guys like Kanan, and you're influenced by Kanan, and you're
You
told to do things by
but
Kanan, and you're
but that
impressionable,
but that's what I'm saying. Like you put yourself in that situation. Ghost didn't put you there.
I
So
agree.
anything that happens outside of that,
True.
you did that.
This is so true. This is so true. Take it. In other words, take ability for your
Yeah.
choices. I
Yeah,
got you.
because Ghost
I
tried to
completely
keep
agree
him
with that.
away from it. I'm like, yo, I'm this way, and you see that Ghost tried to flip and be back. He tried to go good. He tried to go legit. He was in, and then he was trying to get out. You don't hear too many drug dealers or drug people that be trying to be in and stay in all the time and try to get out. They always just stay in and let it be that. He actually tried to flip it to the politics or whatever, keep everything clean. But with Tariq being over there with Kanan, and then what's caused him to do that? I'm like, well, if you're on the Kanan type situation, which I already know Kanan Ghost. I already know who that is. I already know how he functions. You link up with that, bro. You on your own.
Yeah.
And that's why we got the Tariq that we got right now, which is not fully developed to be like Ghost, but he's fully developed to be like Kanan.
Well, he has attributes like Kanan, like Ghost, like Tasha, like Tommy, but it hasn't morphed into his final form yet. It's almost like Dragon Ball Z when you become Super Saiyan, right?
The
There's
crazy
always
thing is
certain stages of Super
he
Saiyan
can't
stage.
the reason why he can't morph into Ghost is because he didn't see anything that Ghost was doing. So all he can do is max out what Tommy and what Kanan did. He can't never be Ghost. He wasn't around him enough.
But he moves like Ghost. He's strategic like Ghost. He don't know it though, because in
But
his
at the same
mind, I'm nothing like my father. I'm better than him.
but at the same time though, is he moving like Ghost? Because we're all saying right now that Tommy is moving like Ghost right now. So he could be moving like Uncle Tommy. He'll never be moving like Ghost. He could be moving like Uncle Tommy, who moved like Ghost. But he can't
There were
put a
certain
name. He
there were
can't put a
certain
tag
aspects
on it to be like, yo, I'm moving like Ghost because you
the
didn't even know
certain
what your dad was doing.
the certain aspects of what Tariq did that was very much Ghost like was the business savvy stuff, right? In terms of like him negotiating deals and things like that. When you see his show on Book Two Ghost, you'll see that, and that's very much Ghost like. And but
It's
besides that,
no,
his
I'm
read
not.
on how he would do things with Monet Tejada and give her advice about what they should do as far as their moves, Ghost like too. But other than
It's
that,
Ghost.
no, not fully Ghost like.
That's what I'm saying. It's Ghost like, but at the same time, he never seen Ghost do it, so you can't label it as Ghost like. If he never seen Ghost do it, but he's seen Tommy do it. That's what I'm saying.
No,
If he,
that's what I'm saying. We, the audience, discover that. He don't discover that. That's the thing. His character doesn't discover that. The character development of Tariq St. Patrick does not discover that he's moving like his father. But we're like, yo, this is what Ghost used to do. This is what Ghost used to be like. This is what Ghost was doing when we saw OG Power. But Tariq hasn't. But what we always recognize about Tariq is that he's not fully like his dad. nor
Right.
what he probably truly ever will be, which is fine. We don't want to see him be like Ghost. We want to see him be something different.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That as the audience, we see the similarity between him and Ghost, but his character in Tariq's mind, I'm not like my father. I'm more caring. I'm more realistic. I'm gonna be honest about my mom being in jail. I want to get her out of jail. She don't need to be there. If anything, Tariq was so real. He went as far as to say, I should be the one going to jail. Not my mom's. He even
So
told
why?
my
So
mother, say, "Hold up, like
so why?
if you
So
gotta kill me, go right here and kill me. I done did too much dirt already as it is. Take me out."
so why didn't you do that then? If that's what I'm asking. If you know for a fact that your mom didn't do it and it was you, why would you? And you talking about I'm gonna get my mom out? Why did you just turn yourself in? Because you knew it
Because
was him.
remember in OG Power when Tasha went in and got in and they was going to arrest her, he
Yeah,
said no, she didn't do it. He was
yeah, I
crying.
remember
He was
that.
like, right,
But what I'm
but
saying
she,
is you.
yeah,
But what I'm saying is you can't come in after she's in there talking about I want to get my mom out when you know the reason why you can get your the easy way to get your mom out is to tell them you did it. Why aren't you doing that? Since you care about your mom so much, why don't you turn yourself in? Knowing for a fact that your mom didn't do it. Why don't you do that?
because of his mom giving him the advice to live his life like a kid some more, go to
Then
college, do
see
things that
that's
he should be
that's the
doing.
problem.
That's
So and if
I
that's
agree
what
with
and
you.
if that's what
I
my
agree
mom
with
is
you.
doing and if that's
It's
what my
always
mom is
good the
doing,
parental advice from your mother or your
yeah,
dad that tells you stuff like that.
yeah,
So
and that's what
have a good one.
if that's what my mom is doing. If my mom is telling me go live a
You
life for your
too.
kid, go to college, then I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna speak up and say I'm gonna get my mom out. I'm just gonna go and live the life that she told me to do. But you over, oh, I need to get my mom out. I'm like, bro, don't say you need to get your mom out when you know that you can get her out by telling them that you did this.
Yo, BD, you was funny as hell, bro.
No, because he be, bro, because his character is just trash to me, bro. I'm like, bro, stop crying about something that you know you can fix. Oh, I'm trying
Yo.
my best. I'm trying to make these moves so I can get mom out. So you want to get away with the murder and get your mom out? Like, get out of here, bro. It's one or the other. You can't get away with the murder and get your mom out.
You're funny.
Like, what are you
You're
talking about,
funny.
bro?
You're so funny.
Yeah, like if my mom did some junk like that for me, I'm like, no, I'm going to jail. I'm not about to let my mom be
And
out
the
here.
crazy part is
No,
he didn't go to when Reed went to jail. He went to jail for allegedly murdering Detective Ramirez, which
exactly,
that was Kane's murder. He didn't do
exactly.
that. Kane was always hating his hater
Like, bro,
Tariq. I mean, freaking set up him to go right here and kill the Ramirez. Bro, you did it.
foolishness, bro.
But you see, but it's always some foolishness with these characters. Every
Always,
one of these
every
characters in
time.
Power is foolish.
Yep,
Every single one of
everyone,
these characters in Power is
everyone,
ignorant. Everyone, everyone is. I'm sorry,
everyone.
that's just what it
Yep,
is. Everyone. Whether you in politics, in the drug game, you a cop, detective, AUSA, lawyer, family member, brother, sister, uncle, auntie, niece, nephew, whatever
right.
it is. You're all every character in Power is foolish and ignorant.
And they
Every
own
character,
right. Yeah, facts.
everyone. So this is why. So that's why Tariq's a very polarized character because you're like, bruh, you dumb. You do dumb stuff all the dang on time, and you think you know smart stuff. But you know what? I would argue Tariq's a lot smarter than D-Mac is.
I agree.
Very
But I
smart,
think that's
very much
because
smarter than
Tariq
him.
went to college too. He ain't no dummy.
No, but besides going to college, he was smart before college. Very smart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like D
Very
Mac didn't
intelligent.
have that school background. He
Yeah.
just all he knows is street.
Yep. Tommy, what Tariq has an advantage over like Ghost is they're very able to just study people and
Right.
study certain different things, and they'll tell things to you that you'd be like, how did you figure that out, or how did you knew about this, or blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Blah. That's where you'd be like, that's genius level writing on how they handle both characters, very similar to each other without even realizing that they're the same people. You hate them so much, but you become like them. It's crazy.
Right.
He hates his dad, but he becomes like Ghost. But
Right.
Kenny hated Rock, but he becomes like Rock.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Kenny lied all the dang on time,
Have a
and
good
he
one.
hated Rock for lying.
Yeah,
Is that something?
that's crazy.
How does that happen?
Yep. How does that
Tariq
happen?
Tommy hated Ghost for undermining him, but then you undermine Diamond.
Yeah, yeah, bro. It's crazy. It's like, bro,
Yes,
people get frustrated because they be like, man, you hate that person so much, but you are that person.
yes,
Like you mad about it so much, but you are that person in real life though. That's like
exactly.
cats be like, man, like you know how when in family you be like, man, you so much like your mom. And you be like, what? No, I'm not. But they say it. You have some
Yep.
tension in the family, Or you so much like
Exactly.
your brother.
Yep.
No, I don't even rock with my brother like that, but the stuff that you do is just like your brother. Be like, dang, man, I am like him, but I don't want to accept it.
My brother's ex girlfriend told me to my face, "You have your high intellectual side like your mother. You're a deep thinker, Josiah." And I looked at her and I was like, I never thought about that. But then when I hear my mom talk to me in conversations and we're having like talks and she lecturing me about some things and she gets real deep about some things, I'm like, I am like my mama. Like, what the dang? I
Right.
never thought of it like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it be like that. Like, okay, for,
Be like
even
that.
for you, okay, let's take a step further and raise a
Yeah.
family with Unique and Ronnie. Ronnie hated Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Could not stand Rock with a
All right.
passion. He was looking at Unique like, why is you sleeping with her? Why is you dealing with her? She was our competition. What's wrong with you? You got your head out the dang on game. But it took him having to beat Unique's head in, literally, for when Unique came back. Oh, I hate Rock too, right? So he went
Yeah.
from not hating Rock, loving Rock, to hating Rock again,
Right.
right? Which is it's interesting how these characters from Power become somewhat contradictory to what they were known for as far as their morals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, they become what they say they'll never be. I can't. But Tariq did tell Ghost to his face, "Dad, you're forgetting like the one thing that I've become." He said, "I'm you, Dad." He's "I'm
Yeah.
you," and he is Ghost in some ways. He's just not. He just don't know Ghost fully to understand why Ghost said no, don't be in this game.
Right.
But that was to Ghost's detriment. All Ghost had to do, this is why I blame Ghost's character so much and why he didn't have to end up the fate that he ended up having with Tariq. All Ghost had to do was tell Tariq the truth. What was Breeze like? What was Kane like? What was Tommy like? Why did you join the game?
Right.
Why did you choose Angela over Moms?
Right.
Like all he had to do was just tell Tariq the truth. Why did you make this deal? Why can I not be involved here? Why did just whatever, just have that heart to heart with your son. The crash
But
out, like
see,
you crashed. Hold on, BZ, hold on, because he crashed out when Raina died. Ghost crashed out, and Ghost was not the same Ghost that we saw in the previous seasons. He was crashing out, killing people for sake of killing people because he was just so sad about his daughter not being there, and he was just spiraling. And then in that moment of spiraling and getting drunk and doing whatever you wanted to do, you could have had any and every opportunity to sit down with your son and just go, all right, I'm letting it all out, period, and telling you why. And that could have potentially prevented him from not getting killed by his own flesh and blood.
yeah, that's true. But people still got to understand being a father and stuff like that. You're not obligated to tell everybody everything, especially when you know that your son is real connected with your mom. So you got a lot of information you don't want your mom to know. Why am I about to tell you?
But that was the thing. Tariq had started to know enough about Kanan. So because Ghost could never give him the confidence that I'm with you, Beast. I'm with you. But when Kanan was giving him the game on Ghost and
Right.
telling him like what his dad was and things like that, all Tariq was like, just give me confirmation. Because here's the thing about that, and I'm with you. You're not wrong. You're busy. I'm trying to tell you right now, you're not wrong. That's absolutely true too. Hold on, busy. Have a good one, man. You're not entirely wrong. But how come Kanan is able to tell me the truth with no problem, regardless if he is telling me half a lie? And how
The reason
come
why
Tommy?
Canaan,
Hold on.
that's what people got to
Not only
understand.
Kanan, not only
Anybody
Kanan,
outside
but
of the
but
pan,
but Uncle Tommy,
but
Uncle Tommy
anybody
too,
out,
and
that's what I'm
Tasha.
saying. People got to understand. It's harder coming from a parent. The cousins can tell you anything. Aunties can tell you anything. Uncles can tell you anything. Grandma or grandpa, they're easy because they're not your kids. That's not
His
their.
mama told him though,
She's the only one that said it.
and
And
Uncle Tommy.
everything that Ghost is talking about, he's not cool with Tasha. So why am I about to tell you information for you can run back to tell Tasha? I'm not cool with Tasha. That's what I'm saying. I can
Mm.
come and tell you, I can run down all the information to you. But the information
But
that I'm gonna tell to you, you're going to tell it to your mom. And I don't want your mom to know the information, so I'm not telling you.
by the way, you guys on the comments below, chime in, this and that. We are having a great talk right now. Me and
Yeah,
B
for
are having
real.
a great talk. This is awesome. This is great. back and forth banter about this. And it's a great debate. It's a really great debate. It's very healthy too. Very healthy
It is
on
very
both
healthy.
sides.
It is
So
very healthy.
because there's truths on both sides, but it depends on which one you're leaning towards. Because I'm listening to Busy, bro. I'm getting goosebumps right now, bro. Literally literal goosebumps. Because
it's deep like
it's
that.
so it gets deep like that, and plus, I don't think any other power content creator has actually had this talk. But
No.
about Tariq, I get Tariq. I understand Tariq. I didn't understand. I don't agree with all his methods.
Hold on.
Wait,
Yeah,
go ahead.
we might as well start this one over.
It's still panting, baby.
Yo, it's Monte,
Monte.
and I'm loaded.
Hey, see, I'm God gifted.
Facts.
The flow is prolific.
What else?
And when I rap, feel like a pro did it. Yeah, I'm a pro with it. See, I'm so witty with these lines. And you can't see me peeking, I'm so picky with these blinds. Let me shine. Like a diamond in a rough. I'm a dog, take a bite out of crime, no McGruff. But my music always leaves a crime scene like I'm tough. And my bars will get a hater bag well, cause I'm buff. Did you catch that? Now catch me, floating like a jet ski. Got a lot of number 2 pencils, come try to test me. I'm clean with it, flow sharp, GQ magazine with it. I school a hater, I'm a dean with it. Yeah, I get the hopping on the beat like a frog ribbit. Flow civic, last a long time like a hind. Wrestling with my flesh like I'm Ron. Trying to make it tap out, keep irking my nerves till I black out. See, I'm a grown man, still raised by the big man. Making noise like a big band. Won't stop cause I can't. If you need some motivation, lean on me like a kickstand. Cause I'm a grown man, still raised by the big man. Making noise like a big band. Won't stop cause I can't. If you need some motivation, lean on me like a kickstand.
Okay.